4, 3, 2, 1. Free jingle, Good Friday, Easter Eggstravaganza begins now. Hello, I'm Mike Russell from Music Radio Creative.
I'm Izabela Russell from Music Radio Creative. Surprise, surprise!
Absolutely, and it's wonderful, as always, to have your company at this time of the week. We do have an Easter Eggstravaganza for you, which means go on and get your Super Chats in now if you're watching on YouTube, as we will be producing those Super Chats into real jingles with sound effects, vocal effects, and all that kind of cool stuff. But we also do free jingles as well. That's why it's called Free Jingle Friday. We'll explain that to you in just a moment. Are you just going to smile and look at the camera?
I thought it was going to be like, the music is going to an end, so I was waiting for this,
I thought you'd just frozen.
You always confuse me, and it's like, I thought that you were just kind of like looking at for fun, I don't know. And then tell me off that I'm talking when I'm not supposed to, right?
Now, we're here. We are here. Izabela, I think your camera is doing funny things. It's like you're freezing and then unfreezing.
Oh.
Let's just turn to me. This is me. I'm not frozen.
I'm not frozen.
Is Izabela frozen? She's frozen. Has she got like eyes looking straight into the lens? Frozen.
I'm moving.
Looks frozen.
Moving.
But yeah, something is up with your camera. We've had it not that long, and it's playing up.
Oh no!
You're frozen again. Every time I cut back to you, you're frozen. And Izabela's camera is behind the sound.
Hang on. Can we just say it worked fine until you decided to take it apart and do something with it? And now it's not working.
I just had to shoot a video for YouTube with it. I literally took it down, shot a video, and now I put it back, and now it's broken. Look at that. We just get freeze frames of Izabela. So today, you're just going to have freeze frames of Izabela.
You want me to try and reset me?
I could try and reset you. Okay. If I go to the bird's eye view, I will scramble around, and you tell us all the updates at MRC while I have a play, all right?
All right, you have a play. So so hopefully Mike will fix me, which will be really, really good. First of all, great to have you here. Thank you so much for joining us. Now, do hit the like buttons, the thumbs up button on just straight under the video, please, if you may. And I thought we will do something funky. I will get Mike to change his shirt halfway through if we hit. Let's aim for like 100 thumbs up. Can we do that? Let's do that. And then Mike will change halfway through. So he will put his favorite shirt on. So if you want to see Mike's favorite shirt, you've got to hit that thumbs up button. It's just a fun game today. Why not? So do that, and then you can essentially see Mike's favorite shirt in action. How about that?
Indeed. Just having a play. Let's try cutting back to you.
All right, let's have a look.
No, you're frozen. I don't know what's going on. It's just your nice camera is not so nice today.
You've broken it. So what, am I supposed to just turn around and talk like this? And be like this? Yeah?
Actually, now it's working. I cut back to you. That's positive. Now it's working. Talk to me.
Okay.
Can you do a clap?
Okay.
Clapping.
Is this working?
Is Izabela, is she back in sync over there or not?
Let's hope.
Seems to have unfrozen. How's Izabela's camera looking right now? Greetings to Tom, who's watching in Ottawa in Canada. Sandy's watching on YouTube. Louis says, reboot the camera. That's a decent idea.
Yeah, kind of. Have you thought of switching it off and on again?
Yes.
Kind of decent advice, right?
I feel like, switch it off and on again. Although it seems like everything is okay. John, Linux OS, first time viewing the Free Jingle Friday. Welcome, John. It's really great to have you here. We always love everyone who supports and comes in every week, and we always love it when new people turn up as well. Let us know if you're new. Just type new in the comments, and then maybe where you're from and a little bit about you. Doug Houston says, it's looking better now. Thank you, DJP Ranks. Yes. I think your camera is fixed. It had a funny moment, Izabela, but now you're looking good.
Phew. Okay, well, yes, otherwise you would be in trouble today. So let's just clarify that. We are at 50 thumbs up, so continue with that, please. If we get to 100, we will show you Mike's... Mike will change into his favorite shirt, so just a fun thing, really.
Certainly will.
So just a quick overview to all the newbies and oldies as to what the show is looking like. So we are here ahead to make free jingles. In fact, I have gone ahead and I've calculated the last 5 free Jingle Fridays we've done. I was curious to know how much in jingles we actually give away.
Oh.
And can you have a guess?
I read your emails, Izabela, so I know.
You're not supposed to know this. All right. So,
what do you think? I always read the emails that MRC sends out. Izabela is the brains.
So,
and yes, have a guess in the chat, though.
Have a guess in the chat. If you,
is this every week or in a month?
This
is
every week.
Wow.
This is every week. All right. So every week, you can have a guess. You may have seen the email, so obviously it's kind of not a good guessing game, but I will tell you. We give out more or less approximately around £3,000 worth of jingles every single week.
$3,500 worth of jingles every week.
To be precise, $3,740.
Okay.
I did check ahead.
Got some really cool new people tuning in. We got Stephen O'Flynn in Ireland. Hello, Stephen. Nice to have you there. Tony says, Happy Easter. Of course, Happy Easter. Yes, we did say in the title of this video, but yes, it's an Easter extravaganza. Yeah. Good Friday today. For those of you celebrating, Happy Easter.
Yeah.
Also got Bucharest, Romania in. Steve's in. New from Montreal, Canada. We got Marane. Jim is in Washington State. Scott, hi to you. Hello from Croatia, one of my favorite countries in the world. Hi to Mihal there. Jordan's in. Thanks for the mug. Hey, did your mug arrive, Jordan?
Hey.
I've got the Mr. Clive mug today. It's the merch that appears below videos. We're running a competition, so Jordan, I don't know if you've done it, but if you can do it during the live stream, this would be fantastic. Get your mug in front of your mug, take a photo, stick it up on Twitter, and hashtag MRC Live. Hashtag MRC Live, and we'll see it. And there's also a contest around that, isn't there, Iz?
There is a contest around that. So once a month, we're going to pick a winner from everybody who's posting their pictures with the hashtag and the MRC mug. And we will pick a winner at random, and you will get £100 to spend in the store. So that's cool.
Excellent.
Right? Yeah.
That's so very cool. Tell me, I'm a little bit behind it, Iz, because although it seems like I'm very calm here, I'm kind of like a swan on water where I look nice and calm, but I'm frantically paddling. So I've been working on a lot of secret projects. I've been doing a lot of content. So even though you think I've been doing nothing, I've just been sitting in the studio all day.
I didn't say
I've been doing things. And like I say, I've been fiddling with cameras. I might give you a clue. But yeah, I'm sort of a bit behind what is happening at MOC. At MOC.
Seriously, this is that bad. All right. Let me take it
I nearly said
there.
MOD, the Ministry of Defence. What am I talking about here today?
Let me take this from there. Okay.
MOD.
So first of all, as I can see, we have plenty of newbies watching. If you are here for a free jingle, all you need to do is head on over to mrc.fm/script. You've got to submit your script through the form there. Just simply select the voice, type the script. Yeah. It's one script per person, please. So don't submit more than once, as your multiple scripts will be deleted and your screen may not be recorded at all. So
yes. And can I just interject, and then I'll let you get on. Yeah. We are going to level up the way you can submit your scripts over the coming weeks, so watch out for it.
Absolutely.
It's going to get better.
Woohoo! So you may be wondering why all of those wonderful people are dropping super chats with some scripts in. If you would like to have your script not just recorded, but also produced, then super chat is the way. It's only available on YouTube, so if you are watching elsewhere, it's got to be done on YouTube in order to count, so to speak. So head on over, select that dollar button and type in your script in there. Make sure to include your script inside the super chat, as otherwise we have no way of picking it up. Then script submissions are open for the next 20 minutes.
You're catching it from me.
I'm catching it. Script submissions are open for the next 20 minutes until hour. At that point, we close the submissions. We first of all record all the super chats that have come in. Then Mike will go and produce all the super chats. Fantastic segment to learn a lot about audio production, pick up latest tips and tricks from the master himself.
You bet.
And then at the very end, we're going to record all the other scripts that you've submitted through the form. So once again, it's mrc.fm/script. There is wonderful Bjorn and Tim with spanners in the comments boxes, posting those links throughout as we go.
They're amazing.
Yeah, they are fantastic, actually. So, yeah.
They keep the stream running by posting links and handy stuff, things we mention, things like that.
Things we mention, indeed. So now you know how to get your script. So go and write something really good, proofread it, because so many times we see scripts that have been submitted like super fast. As oh no, I need to get in. You've got the next 20 minutes, so don't worry, don't sweat it. We will remind you throughout the show multiple times that to submit it. So you've got a minute or two even.
Indeed. Absolutely. Absolutely.
But Mike, you've asked what's new with Music Radio Creative.
Yeah, what is new?
What is new? All right, so there
Tell
are
me.
a few
Tell me,
things.
Izabela.
There are a
Tell
few
me.
things. We do have a couple of Easter specials running, if you are interested. One notable is the fact that Mike's course, podcast production course, is currently $200 off. That's right, it's $200 off. We have also introduced...
Who agreed to this?
I have.
Hang on, Mr. Clive.
I don't know about that. Absolutely preposterous. Get in now before they raise it to double the price.
That's it. So you can save $200 of Mike's podcast production course right now.
Oh.
Simply head on over to mrc.fm/learn. We have also introduced
monthly payments.
Eight
Oh, yeah, I'm
monthly
looking at it.
payment plan, which again is our Easter special. So you can pay it in eight installments of $65. So if you wanted to spread it out a little bit more than the previous $250 per month, then that is the way to do it. That offer expires on the 12th of April. So you've got a next couple of days to take advantage.
I was going to
of that
ask if
offer.
that's a misprint or if it's like literally running out like over this Easter weekend.
It's literally over the Easter weekend.
You can
It's
also, if you go to
Yeah.
the page, as well as like references and bits like that and testimonials, you can actually view the whole course curriculum on the course page. So if you just kind of want to see like what the topics are and whether maybe it's suitable for you, that's a good way to find out more.
Absolutely.
So just remind us of exactly what's going on there with the podcast production course and the specials that are only available for the next 2 days.
Yes, correct. So 12th of April is when it finishes. You save $200, or you can essentially spread it out over 8 monthly payments, which also includes the discount, by the way, of $200. And the course comes in with Mike's Pro podcast presets that are actually alone worth $195. So at the moment, the course is at absolute steal. $495 essentially to take the course. If you were thinking of kind of, upping up your podcast production skills, then that is the course to do
That's
it.
it. And I've posted the direct link
Yeah.
into the chat in case you want to take a look.
That's it. So that's the one thing. We do have a number of things on sale, including a really huge production library, which I'm hoping Mike is going to be showcasing today during the Free Jingle Friday.
Well, hang on. What's the name of the library?
I did tell you about it.
I'll try and get it on the screen as well
All right.
while you're talking about it. What's it called?
It's the CHR Radio Work Parts, which is a staggering package of 2,200 elements, and it's currently at less than half price. So you can really seriously build up your production library by just purchasing that one production library. It's on Music Radio Creative. If you head on over to musicradiocreative.com.
Hang on, I'm searching CHR Radio Work Parts in the Music Radio Creative website and it doesn't find any results. What's it exactly called, Izabela?
It's called CHR Radio Work Parts, Mike.
Oh, hang on. Maybe I put a space between work and parts. Maybe it's all one word.
It
Work
is.
Parts. There. And then it comes up.
Duh.
Yes. CHR Radio. Of course, work parts is one word, not 2 words, right? I thought the search would be intelligent enough to know.
Duh.
But anyway, there. It's got a picture of a balloon dog on.
That's correct, yeah.
Is that appropriate?
I don't know. I kind of was thinking of something,
Where was the inspiration for a children's balloon on the front
work
front of some radio imaging work parts?
It's, it is what it is, right? If you have a better idea, let me know.
Yeah, submit your ideas now.
That's it. Thanks, Mike, for laughing me out.
Yes, and thank you, Bjorn, who is faster than I and has actually got the link into the chat for CHR work parts. Go and get your inflatable dog balloon work parts now, and I'll be using them when we get to the production part in 15 minutes. I'll be using them today.
Yeah. That's it. So, thanks, Mike.
I'm in a funny mood today.
I've noticed.
Just so you know, all right?
Yes. So, are you looking forward to all the chocolate, by the way?
Oh, I can't wait. I've been holding out. Like, I haven't stopped eating chocolate, but I'm not like as chocoholic as I have been known to be. But believe me, Easter Sunday coming, and the bunny is going to be visiting our house. Big style. Big style.
Big style.
That's what I'll say.
I know. I was really proud of our 5-year-old who has decided to give up chocolate spread for
And
Lent.
he did it.
And he did it.
Yeah.
He did it. So he did it even though there were a couple of moments when his sister was kind of, just having big bites right in front of his nose, waving the chocolate spread in front of
As
him.
you do. Yeah.
And he was fine. And he said, I could do it again. That was easy.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was, inspiration there, Mike. Inspiration.
Well, absolutely, yeah. You have to give something up for Lent. And now, of course, here we are, Good Friday. And I don't know about you, wherever you're watching in the world right now, but certainly here in the UK, Isle of Wight, still locked down, obviously, but beautiful. I mean, gorgeous weather the last couple of days. So we've been thinking, how can we creatively use the space we've got at the moment on lockdown to entertain the kids and also make the most of this weather? Obviously, here in the UK, specific rules for us might vary where you're from. We're allowed out once a day for exercise only and essential groceries and other bits that are specific. Obviously, don't listen to my advice, read the government's advice, but those kind of things.
Absolutely. Yeah. There you go. So, those kind of things.
Yes, so generally, we're at home, and it's so lucky that our studio, this is our home studio. We've spoken about this before. Looks like, a professional live streaming place, and you can say, oh, is that, where's MRC Towers? This is actually like purpose-built place that we have at home. So we're very, very lucky that we can continue the stream. We continue to bring you the good quality content as we have done with no interruption, and we're very, very thankful for that.
We certainly are. Carlo is asking, what is your favorite chocolate, Mike?
Ooh, it would have to be any chocolate from Lindt. Lindt, Lindt.
Yeah, you are.
I love it.
Although I think any chocolate does it, to be honest with you, when it comes to Mike. He's kind of, any chocolate is good, I think, for Mike. But yes, Lindt, I think, it's just such a lovely, lovely chocolate company. There you go. Student FM is asking, how is Corona on the island? I think we've kind of been okay for now. I think there are just under 40 cases on the Isle of Wight officially reported, but then again, in the UK, we don't do wide sort of testing, so it's kind of hard to tell. It's just people who land in the hospital, really. But it's quite nice because we've got plenty of space here, which means it's easy to do social distancing and have plenty of space around. There are not that many people around, so kind of makes it a little bit easier. You can still go for a walk, do your exercise, and not bump into anybody on the way.
Yes, we're at 65 likes, and as Bjorn has reminded you in the chat there, once we get to 100 likes, I'll change my shirt. Izabela, you weren't specific about that. Did you want me to actually, strip off on the camera and
No, I think we can spare that of you.
Otherwise, we'd get 100 dislikes, not likes.
Yeah.
Yes. So 100 likes, and what happens on this video?
You will change into your favorite shirt.
Oh, my favorite shirt.
Yeah. And speaking of shirts, by the way, recently we've introduced lovely mugs like these into the official merch. I actually am working really, really closely with our designer right now.
Who is also a developer.
Who is also a developer. So it was not such a mistake to say it. He is creating really awesome shirts, like t-shirts. So I really look forward to bringing those on soon. There will be really awesome t-shirts coming up, and I think that it will be good to have a look at that.
Absolutely, yeah. So more stuff coming soon, which will be really nice. We've been making jingles as well. In fact, I'll see if I can find this, but I wanted to give a special shout out on this live stream to Pat Flynn, who's currently under quarantine along with everyone else in California at his home in San Diego. But he's doing a daily live stream. And anyone who doesn't know Pat Flynn who's tuning in and saying, who's Pat Flynn? So Pat Flynn is an epic podcaster, a podcaster of epic proportions, been podcasting for over a decade now, millions of downloads. And he has his most well-known show is the Smart Passive Income Podcast, where he talks about ways that you can make money online. You can start a podcast, start a blog, start to do video content, and make money from things like affiliate income. He's a really, really nice guy as well. And Izabela, we've met him on multiple occasions, have we not?
We certainly have. Pat is just an amazing guy. It's one of those amazing, bright souls in the world, genuinely trying to do something good to people.
And trying to help.
Yeah, absolutely. So certainly check out Pat and what he does. But we've done something quite cool for Pat, haven't we?
We've done something quite cool. So I was just trying to find his and I think I found it. So let me pop it up on the screen share. This is Pat Flynn's income stream. So he's at the moment he is doing, and I really suggest you go to his channel and subscribe. We'll get a link out there for his channel. In fact, I think I found it. I know actually Bjorn or Tim, I'm sure you'll be able to find just by looking for Pat Flynn and then just paste a link to his channel. So those of you interested can go over and subscribe. Anyway, he started doing this daily quarantine stream, I think. Quarantine or quarantine stream or something. Quarantine. Oh, it's the quarantine. And he just basically helps people out. So if you've got an idea, if you want to start a podcast or, get started with something, he's giving the advice, he's dishing the advice out from his beautiful home there with the nice backdrop and lighting. Looks really, really good. And like Izabela was just saying, we produced a little jingle for his show, and I'm just going to fast forward to the point where he plays the jingle. I think this is really, really cool. He gets quite nervous, and he reveals the jingle that we produced. And you see the live chat, just like us, he has live chat and super chats going on as well. And in a second, I'll just fade him up, and you'll be able to hear the moment that Pat played the jingle that we produced for him for the very first time on the Income Stream. It's a daily podcast. He's on day 24. So let's just listen to a little bit of Pat. Don't want to share too much and get copyright bashed for it. But here's Pat introducing the Income Stream jingle that we recently made.
I'm a little nervous. Like, sometimes when you work on things and you get so excited about them, right? What if other people don't like it? What if it's just in my head that I like it? I was literally listening to this on repeat yesterday with a giant smile on my face. And that's, again, really what I want to do. It's not a very long theme song, but there is a verse. And then it goes into the bed. So I might play it twice so you can hear it, okay?
Big talk up here, Izabela.
Yeah, that's it.
Why am I so nervous about this? I don't know.
I'm nervous now.
Okay, you guys ready?
We're ready.
We're ready.
We are ready.
Go on. And let us know in our comments what you think of the jingle.
The audio is working here.
Yeah. No, that's not
That's not the jingle, by the way.
Here we go. Bruh. Okay, that's not the song.
Ready.
Here we go.
Here we go.
This is the income stream to help you achieve your dream, all while we keep it clean. This is the income stream. It's the kind of show where you can come and go, but then you leave inspired with no fee required. The income stream with Pat Flynn.
So there you go. That is Pat Flynn's Income Stream jingle. What did you think, Izabela?
Oh, I love it. Yeah. Well, I've worked with Pat on this, so really, really excited that it came out really well, and he's really happy with it. So that is fantastic. I just want to give a big shout out to Joseph, who has submitted really wonderful super chat. Thank you so much for your generosity. It's really, really appreciated. Yeah, so that's really awesome. And if you are just joining in and saying hello, just a quick reminder, if you would like a free jingle today, head on over to mrc.fm/script. That's how you can submit your script today. You have another 6 minutes to do so. We also accept super chats if you would like to have your script not just recorded, but also produced. So at hour, we're going to record all the super chats first. Then Mike is going to produce them, and then at the very end we're going to record everything else. So again, you can submit your script submission for free. Head on over to mrc.fm/script. Then it will be recorded for you. We record at the very end. But if you would like to still squeeze in a super chat, you've got another 6 minutes to do so.
That's it. And I can see occasionally some people do submit scripts in the chat. Please don't do that, because we'll obviously see them, but they won't get into our system and produced. mrc.fm/FJF. So for instance, David, I see you've submitted a script. Please put that into the form. That would be really helpful. But it just triggered me off when I read actually the first line, Sudoku done. Sudoku. I can't say it. Sorry.
Oh, come on. Have you not played Sudoku in your
You
life?
got me into
Seriously?
it. It's all thanks to you. But anyway, talking about Sudoku.
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 No, it's Sudoku.
Sudoku. I'll just call it Sudoku.
No, it's Sudoku.
It reminds me of a fantastic new TV series that you and I started watching. We had a bit of, time to catch up on new series.
Yeah.
And it's a new TV show that, like, if you're looking for a show to watch, you definitely should get into it. Well, in my opinion, we've only watched 2 episodes and we're not going to do any spoilers. We don't know much about what exactly is going on, but it's a show called Devs, isn't it, Izabela?
It's
Devs.
brilliant, yeah.
Devs, and it's pretty mysterious, pretty interesting. I don't know if you compare it to anything. There's maybe a hint there with the security guard of Breaking Bad, potentially.
Yeah.
And maybe, I never got into Lost, but you did. But I'm thinking maybe there's a bit of Lost there with the mystery. I don't know.
No, it's not quite like Lost.
Okay. All right, it's nothing like Lost. Okay.
No.
It's a bit like Mr. Robot in the fact that, someone, goes, it's all about like coders who are working on artificial intelligence. And I just found it entertaining the last 2 episodes. So I thought I would share it there.
There you go.
And there is an app called Sudoku in it, and it's relevant, shall we say,
It is relevant,
without revealing a spoiler.
It is really relevant. I'm just looking at your comments after we've played Pat's jingle. Everybody's saying it's a great jingle, essentially. So Goldilocks says it's a great jingle. C09, it says excellent.
Nice.
Lots of claps. Super brilliant, says Sam and Paul. And that's wicked, says Leon. And plenty more of you really liking it. So that's fantastic. Really, really good. So 4 more minutes to submit your scripts if you haven't done so already. That's essentially the way to do it. Head on over to mrc.fm/script.
Yes.
Or submit a super chat if you would like to have your script not just recorded, but also produced.
Absolutely. Isabella, I just wanted to check with you before we get to the production part. Can you send me a few Slack links? This is all very professional, nice and live. Just for the link to the CHR radio work parts.
You were going to ask
I started downloading a library, but I think it's 1.6 gigabytes. I'm not sure.
Oh, that might be it.
Oh, that is it. So good. I started downloading it.
Yeah.
And also just the links to the spreadsheets, because I know we have different spreadsheets every week. Anyway, production meeting over. What else have you got to tell us in the next sort of 3 minutes?
What have I got to tell
close script
everybody?
submissions?
So I'm excited about Easter, like super excited about it. Actually, we've got lovely weather here on the Isle of Wight, and having children, we really look forward to playing the Easter Bunny game this weekend and getting creative and hiding the eggs. Do you do that with your kids, or maybe
everyone does?
Maybe you still do it. It's not essentially as a kid, but it's always a little bit of fun. Go and hunt for. I might actually go ahead and hide your chocolate in the garden this year, Mike. What do you say? I will send you for a little Easter egg hunt.
Okay, well, that would be awesome.
Yeah,
that would be very, very cool.
Yeah.
I would like that, because it will give me a challenge, and then I'll feel like I've achieved something once I get that nice chocolate egg. Right. That's the idea there.
That's
behind
exactly it.
Behind this, yes.
That's it. So that would be cool. And what about you? What has Mr. Clive been up to recently?
Mr. Clive, well, let's check in with him.
Well, I've been sitting in my rocking chair. I'm getting on a bit now, and I've been trying to find old episodes of Coronation Street, but can't find them anywhere.
There you go. Yeah, so.
Oh, my, Mr. Clive. So there you
go. Yeah.
Now, the good news is we're getting close to ending the script submissions in about 1 minute. And very soon we're going to play the Licked track of the week. And I wanted to tell you about Licked. You might have heard of them before. They're doing this really cool thing for anyone who's in lockdown right now, which is most of us. They have got something going on that I really think you should know about. And I'm actually going to share a link because you have the chance. Obviously, Licked are a great service. They allow you to license pop music and chart music to use on your online videos and social media such as Facebook and Instagram. But obviously, because of this COVID-19 right now, they're looking for those creators like you and I who are doing social good for COVID-19. Okay, so if you're doing social good for COVID-19, so like raising money for here in the UK, the NHS, or the WHO or something like that, whatever it is, if you're doing some kind of social good through your channel, through your YouTube, through Facebook, through your Instagram stories, and you fancy 3 months of free music essentially to use on your videos, on your content, Licked license really good, well-known tracks. We're going to play one of them in a moment, by the way. Then you could be a lockdown hero, and here's their rather funky graphic. Are you a lockdown hero? I'll give you the link in just a moment if you want to get involved in this contest. You may as well. If you're producing any kind of online content that requires music license for it, you should do this. This is Are You a Lockdown Hero? This is rather geeky fellow. Isabella, what do you think? Rather kind of geeky producer. I'm thinking maybe like a tech channel or something like that. And for those of you who are preferring something of the female persuasion, we have this. Are you a lockdown hero? What do you think? Which graphic do you prefer, Izabela? This one or this one?
The guy looks a bit like Kent Clark, you know. It's
Clark
just
Kent, you mean? Superman, yeah.
Superman, that's the one. Yeah. That's the one. Yeah, and with the lady, where can I see it? Because it hasn't.
It'll pop up on your stream in a moment. I should actually have sent them to you.
Oh no, definitely a guy. Come on, the girl looks like she's definitely a guy. It's, that whole Superman thing in there is definitely.
It's definitely going on.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's another one that I could probably share with you as well. It's this one. This one looks like it's a home baking or cookery channel. The lady there with her apron on and lockdown hero on it. Are you a lockdown hero? So yes, essentially Licht would like to know if you're a lockdown hero, if you're doing some social good around the coronavirus right now, whether it's raising money or doing something good for the NHS, if it's the WHO or whoever it is in your part of the world. This is not geographic restricted. So if you're in the US, if you're in Australia, if you're in India, if you're in the Philippines, if you're in Pakistan, if you're in Greenland, wherever, you can enter this contest, and it's very, very easy to do so. I'm going to share the short link in the chat, Izabela. And yes, the 3 months of free music from Licht is up for grabs if you're selected as one of those folks. So let's just get that in there. It's essentially a bit.ly link, bit.ly/lockdown-heroes, bit.ly/lockdown heroes. And I can see our friend James Cridland is in the chat on Facebook. Nice to see you, James. Hope all is well in Australia. James is in Australia, and I don't know, I was watching some Australian news the other day, and it doesn't seem as mad in Australia. I'm sure I'm not there, so I have no idea what it's like. But what is it like in Australia now? Can you still go outside your home, or what was it looking like there? We were there in December, weren't we, Izabela, before any of this kicked off, and it was a fabulous place to be.
That's it. Yeah, it was. It really, really was. We had such a lovely time. It seems like yesterday, and we hope to be back. We said that if all of our holidays this year will go to nothing, then we're going for one big holiday again to Australia. That's it. So
it's our happy place.
It's our happy place, indeed. So that will be really, really good. But Mike, it's more than hour, and the script submissions should kind of close now. So I guess you should play the special jingle thing, right?
Oh, what jingle's that? I've forgotten.
No, come on.
I'm not on it today.
You're not on it. Come on, the
What
jingle we
jingle?
play at the last, before half past the hour to mark the closure of the script.
Oh, you mean this one?
That's the one. Well done. He got there in the end. Oh.
There we go. So this is the countdown to ending the script submissions, and then we will start producing. Of course, we're going to play our Licht track of the week, which is a song we have had licensed from Licht. It's a pop song. Actually, it's I'm really, really excited to play this one, Izabela. I think it's going to be a really good one. I'm always excited to play the Licht track of the week, but this one I think you will really like. I was boogieing to it this week, and I think you will too. Anything you want to say before the scripts close?
I do. Well, I'm kind of really looking forward to telling you all about the special competition on how to win a mug, one of those. So every Free Jingle Friday, we're giving out 3 of those beauties. And if you would like to have to win one, you've got to kind of do something special. So maybe, Mike, you can talk about that.
Ooh, okay. We will wait and see. But first of all, we're getting to the end of that minute, and here we go. Let's play that song. So this is licensed with thanks to our friends at Licht. Licht, have a look at Licht. I'm an advocate by the way for Licht. By the Licht. I can't speak today. I'm an advocate for Licht in the face of full disclosure here. I'm an advocate for Licht. Absolutely love them. I licensed Stand By Me. It's John Newman's latest single. You might remember a few weeks back we played Love Me Again by John Newman. This one is equally as good from the man himself. His brother, actually, James Newman, was actually supposed to be representing the UK in the Eurovision Song Contest, which is not happening this year, of course, due to coronavirus. They're both very, very talented. I really, really like this new track from John. It was released at the start of March, so it's about a month old, and this is called Stand By Me.
You've seen every scar on show on my skin, and you taste every word that hasn't passed my lips. You know my every smile and what they all mean. Happy, sad and broken, or in between. I know you've seen all my imperfections. You've seen all my rough. You've seen that I ain't that perfect. Still you give me love. You stand by me through the longest nights. You stand by me through the hardest times. You stand by me. I know at times I get too much. You must feel like giving up. Would you stand by me? You see me dance on my two left feet, but you're not ashamed to dance with me. When you made me lose my breath, you're the air that I need. You stand by me. You stand by me through the longest nights. You stand by me through the hardest times. You stand by me. I know at times I get too much. You must feel like giving up. I know you've seen all my imperfections. You've seen all my rough. You've seen that I ain't that perfect, but still you give me love. You stand by me. I am through the longest nights. You stand by me through the hardest times. You stand by me. I know at times I get too much. You must feel like giving up.
Yeah.
But you stand by me.
What a good song that was.
That was awesome. John Newman, Stand By Me, here on MRC Live. That is a track, just like his other tracks, really, that sounds absolutely amazing. And it is our licked track of the week. What do you think? Isabella, good?
Yeah, really nice song. Really good choice, Mike.
Really
So,
cool.
Yeah, that's fantastic. So,
This is Mike Russell from musicradiocreative.com.
I'm good at fading you down just before the lyrics come in. So, this is Mike Russell, and this is Isabella Russell.
nice. See, I'm a pro at this, right?
Yeah, I just wanted to say, just so we don't lose the thought trail on Licked, so that's the track that I was just playing in audition there. John Newman, Stand By Me. You can license pop music, chart music, so that you can use it claims free on YouTube. You know, the problem is you use a commercial track, you get a license claim, and then all your money goes to the record label. Well, this fantastic service allows you for as little as £6 or $8 to license tracks. And we did get a comment that we were playing a lot of like love songs, like Love Me Again and Better Off Without You.
Yeah.
And what was the other track we played recently? I Think I'm Alone Now.
Oh, yeah, I think
It's
I'm
like,
alone now.
It was starting to get a little bit down there. So we had Stand By Me this week, so it's a little more
But Dennis
loving.
says Stand By Me, but maintain a good social distance.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, not the right song for now, is it? Clearly, but
Clearly.
anyway,
Clearly.
if you, by the way, there is a contest, Isabella.
Well,
going
that's
on.
what I was
Go on.
going to say. That's
Go
what
on.
I was trying to say for the last, God knows how long.
Licked.
All right.
Yes.
So if you are going to go ahead to mrc.fm/licked, spelled LICKD, even, link will be posted in the comments now. I know Bjorn has already done so.
Yeah, Bjorn has done so.
License your first song. It's free, so it's on us. You can license this song that we've just played for use on your YouTube channel, and if you license that first song, by the end of this show, you will be in it to win one of the 3 mugs. Now, if you have already gone ahead and done it in previous weeks, we've started doing this 2 weeks ago now 2 weeks running. If you've done it, you are already in it to win it, so to speak. So don't worry. If you have already licensed your first track using our link, then that's okay. You are already in the game. But if you haven't, head on over to mrc.fm/licked and license that first track. And then you could stand a chance to win one of those lovely mugs.
Yes, Nick Carter has actually posted a great, more appropriate song. Next time we need to license the police and Don't Stand So Close to Me. Is that one in the Lick Library? Let's get that one.
That would be good. That definitely good. So, head on over mrc.fm/lick to go and license that track now, and we will announce the winners by the end of the show.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Actually, Doug has quite rightly said smash this as the latest comment. That is the like on the bottom, and I can see 96 people have smashed like. Just 4 likes away from what, Izabela?
From Mike changing into his favorite shirt. How about that?
3 likes now. 3 likes.
Come on,
thank you, Bjorn. And don't worry, for those of you thinking of hitting the dislike button so I don't do it, I will not be taking my shirt off and getting naked on camera. So don't have to worry about that. He won't be
flashing his belly. Don't worry. Don't worry. He will not be flashing his belly. So
you mean my six-pack? You mean my six-pack?
I mean your six-pack, of course.
2 likes, 1 like. 99 likes.
Come on.
Oh, my goodness.
Person.
It's crazy. Yay, 100. Yay. Okay, let's do it.
Right, so
you talk, I'll change.
I will talk. All right, so we got 103 now. So very keen. 106. Woohoo, keep them coming up. Fantastic. So Mike is just changing as we speak. So he's going to reveal his favorite shirt. By the way, in case you didn't know this, Mike is 100% very much addicted to getting shirts, let's just say. His wardrobe has probably close to, at this stage, I would like to say at least 40. And he likes to buy a new shirt every time he has at least the tiniest valuable excuse to do so, and he will go ahead and do it. Now, he doesn't like just ordinary shirts. He likes shirts with character. He likes them bright. He likes them with lots of special patterns. So the kind of, the brightest, the brighter, the better. I know we quite often, when we are on holidays, especially in America, we go into, I don't want to say it without sounding offending to somebody, because it's not intentioned at all. But there are those shops where you have like the selection of the Hawaiian shirts, kind of the typical old man shirts. That's the kind of stuff Mike is really into. So the brighter, the more exotic patterns, the better, which is quite interesting. So he's just changing into one of his favorite shirts. So he's coming along, and here he is now.
Fresh from the cupboard. Here it is. This is my favorite shirt, everyone.
Yay.
Let's see that from another angle. Whoa, there you go.
There you go. That's it. So I was just explaining to everybody that you are a shirt guy. So
shirtaholic.
He's
Absolutely.
a shirtaholic for sure. So.
Actually, shirt and recently shorts as well. I really like shorts. I didn't realize until I bought a certain pair of shorts a few weeks back now. I used to do, because I work out a bit in the morning. I do the treadmill, and I try and do a bit of body combat as well during the day. And I found that I was just doing it in like just a t-shirt and like any old swimming shorts I could get. And I don't want to get too intimate, but sometimes those shorts get quite uncomfortable. So I just recently found a set of shorts that are so good. They just hug you and they move with you when you do all the moves and the stretches and stuff. And I was like, oh my goodness, I've just been missing out entirely. Do you agree, Izabela? Because you're a bit of a yoga bug, aren't you?
I do like.
You like good fitting things.
Although, I do like that. I got recently into running on the treadmill, and I am considering, this is kind of a big consideration of mine at the moment. The weather is so lovely.
Yeah.
And I love those mornings, where it's like, it's nice and sunny, but it's like 6 o'clock in the morning, so you can still kind of see the mist of the morning out there. And I really want to go and run kind of on the road. I really want to do that. So I think that will be far much funner than anything else. But I think we ought to record some jingles before we jump into them, as we are watching remotely our children. You see, we've got lots of fun tech around. I just want to ask Mike whether he has given anything to our lovely Zara.
Yes, it's all under control.
Fantastic, thank you.
I'm in charge, so don't you worry about that.
That's lovely. Good. Yes. To anybody who would like to be in the know, our lovely daughter is type 1 diabetic, so we need to watch her glucose sugar levels as we essentially do the live show, and she's just dipped slightly too low, so she needs a little pick me up. So there we go.
Indeed. Right, we're going to get on, and we're going to do those super chats, aren't we?
We ought to do that.
Okay, so let me load up my Adobe Audition session here. Let's start a brand new multi-track session, and just over here we'll actually, as always at this time, I like to load in the presets. Music Radio Creator presets. This is FJF 2020 0410. Yeah, that's right. And click OK. There we go. There are all the presets. And up in the top two, as usual, I like to just add in the input for my microphone. Hello, hello. Let's hit record. Hello, there I am. And then over here, let's add in the input for Izabela's microphone. There she is. Hello, hello.
Hello, hello. That's me.
Okay, cool. And we're going to start off, prioritize the super chats, and then, of course, we'll get onto the free jingles. So let's start recording, and we'll see what we can make of this.
All right.
This is Brekkie with Bjorn.
It's Paul Woodland with the morning show on Scene Radio, Johnston Sound, and the online station. This is the Big Radio Network. Forth Valley Radio, your safe place in an unsafe world. Back after the break.
Playing your favourite songs all summer long. You're listening to Adrian J on Gravity FM. Uplifting your spirits and motivating your hearts. You're listening to Imani Ziegler on Easy Radio. You're listening to Imani Ziegler on Easy Radio. Set it and forget it.
Keeping it real.
All the hits and much more right here on Kilsyth Independent Radio.
Stay safe and stay well, and we will get through this together.
From the village of Summerdale, another extra long mix starts now with Kenny on GN780 Enola, Ziggy Radio.
Arnold's the best. He's not like the rest. He entertains you with great music.
Receive reward every hour for listening to the greatest electronic music. More info on wowradio.live.
Yacht Rock, Mellow Gold on Classic Hits 109.
The sweetest music if you can't sleep or during the night shift. Radio 251.
This is a UCC Roselane media production. Roselane?
Roselane, yeah.
This is a UCC Roselane media production. We are here to keep you informed at all times. Thanks for choosing us and making our platform look great.
Back to the 80s and 90s. Back to the 80s, 90s and today. Throwback Hour on True Hit Radio and on TuneIn or at www.truehitradio.co.uk. Oh, this is another one for me. Boom! Spinning all the hits and much more with your favourite DJ, DJ Telly T. Another one for me. Wow.
You are in.
We got nothing but respect for DJ P Ranks. The purest pop mixed with the biggest ballads and the smoothest slow jams. You're chilled out with Asa Ben on Back to the 90s.
Crunchy Saturday Night Party Mix Isolation Edition.
Ready for action. This is DJ Tibineki. Ready for action. This is DJ Tibineki.
Crunchy FM is your isolation station. Stay home and enjoy the music and stop the spread of COVID-19. Stay safe and healthy and listen to Crunchy FM. You're listening to the Community Update Show on 10. You're listening to the Community Update Show on 10 Radio. Welcome to the Community Update Show on the 10 Radio. On 10 Radio.
Playing the classics from Peter Kay's Car Share. This is East Lancs Radio with Chris Crook.
Join the Community Update team every Monday to Saturday 9 a.m. and repeat it 1 p.m. for the latest info in the 10 parishes.
Keeping students, parents and the community together. This is TKS Radio.
It's Rounder and Friends coming up next. Brought to you by ajpreen.com.
In the mix, live and streaming around the world with the original renegade, DJ Mackie.
Wigtown?
Wigtown, yeah.
You are listening to Wigtown Community Radio with Kenny Barr, taking the distance out of social. Barry's online marketing podcast, bringing you news, tips and reviews. This is the Hellcutter Podcast.
The pup is back from walkies. Welcome back, Boots.
Join Crick Pickstone with the Country Music Show on Dougie Stone Radio, bringing you the latest country tunes from Mondays 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. on Dougie Stone Radio.
Playing you songs from the 80s, 90s and the best Playing you songs from the 80s, 90s and the best current hits. You're listening to Pulse Radio. And now, enjoy another hour of the hits you love.
Welcome to Radio NIP, Ninjas in Pyjamas.
This is a Ninjas in Pyjamas production.
Lockdown Chats with Smith, saving you from the... Lockdown Chats with Smith, saving you from the time in the fridge.
This is a podcast. This podcast is coming to you from NIP. Another one for me. Join us Monday night for our Monday Night Mayhem audience participation. Join us Monday night for our Monday Night Mayhem audience participation is a must. Last one for you.
Are you on a lockdown and going bonkers? Then tune into Blind Cafe Radio for great music and fun to make you feel better. Blind Cafe Radio, the station that raises Cain.
Okay, cool. I'm going to hop into Adobe Audition and start producing. So let's go ahead and grab these sessions and start producing them and making them sound amazing. Thank you, by the way, for all of these wonderful script submissions you've given there on the Super Chat. Really do appreciate them every week. Thrills Izabela to see what you've got. So I'm just going to save these out right now into a download folder here. Let's call it FJF 2020-0410, and we'll call this one Mike Super Chat VOs. And then, of course, we will go and find Izabela's. This is Izabela's session. Again, normalizing it so it's ready to work with, and then saving it out as Izabela Super Chat VOs, and then we'll go ahead and pop that into the correct folder, so that's all saved in the right place, and then it's simply a case of getting started with everything. So I'm just going to budge this up a little bit and maybe move it down so it's in a more accessible position for me to get started. And now I'm going to actually unzip the CHR work parts. And let's see if we can start working with them. They're currently unzipping on the screen in front of me. So I had them downloaded. I originally downloaded them from our website, and I'm just about to start using them in the production here. So let's see if we can get this all loaded up. In the meantime, CHR work parts. There we go. I'm just going to grab them on the screen now. So what have we got here? CHR work parts. My drive. No, need to go back a little bit more, and eventually I will find exactly what is required. CHR work parts somewhere here. Yeah, got it. Okay, that's awesome. Effects and beds ready to use. Let's come in with some of these effects. Look at how many effects there are in this library. This is going to be awesome. So let's start off with this, and let's make sure we're playing the audio. There we go. And we'll bring this now into the mix and start creating something that's going to sound absolutely amazing. So let's cut some of these jingles from around about here. Let's go for it. That's it. And make some nice cuts. Cut. There we go. Right, we'll bring this lot over here. That can all stay out there. And this can now come in. And let's see what we can do. Okie dokie. So starting off with this one. And that's definitely on the wrong track. Izabela is not going to be impressed if I pitch shift her voice. So let's do this right here.
It's Fall Woodland with...
Okay, so bringing this in to start.
It's Fall Woodland with the morning show on Scene Radio.
Okay, so the thing with the CHR work parts, they're kind of all in one folder from what I understand, unless I downloaded the wrong thing.
What did you download?
Everything's in a folder called FX, essentially.
Like all the sound effects are, yeah.
Yes, that's it. So it kind of makes it easy to know that they're sound effects. Usually I need to hop between different folders, but in this case, it's not happening.
On Scene Radio, Johnston Sound and the online...
Johnston Sound is going to have a slightly different sound on it. It's going to go up there.
Radio. Johnston Sound. And
then bring that back in.
And the online station. This is...
And then we need another little belter to come out here. Let's see what we can find. That'll do perfectly.
Station. This is the Big Radio Network.
And then the Big Radio Network needs to go in like that.
The Big Radio Network.
There we go. And that is your sweeper there. What have we got next? We've got this.
Forth Valley Radio. Your safe place in an unsafe world. Back after the break.
Okay, so we're going to do some nice little crunches to make this roll along in a rather punchy session. So we'll start off with Forth Radio there. Put that up there. That's going to go over there. And this is going to come back in here. And then we need some little transition-y bits. So this is going to come in at the start.
Forth Valley Radio.
And then we need to do, and then we're going to split that up. So it's going to go like this. And then we're going to move that along there and that along there.
Radio, your safe place in an unsafe world. Back after the break.
See? That's so easy. That's just one effect, split it in 3, and boom, you've got your sweeper.
Nice.
So let's bring this over here, cut this over here, and make sure that is going over there. Okie dokie. On to this one.
Playing your favourite songs all summer long. You're listening to Adrian J.
Okay. That needs to come later on. That can go somewhere. That's going to be handy. And we need a pad. Oh, I quite like that. That's a bit... No, maybe not. Someone's asking, where do you find all the files? Not sure whether you're talking about the jingles or the sound effects.
I think it's about the jingles. So it's after the show, we will upload everything to mrc.fm/FJF.
Very, very cool indeed. Okay, so yeah, do not worry. Anything that we voice on this show will be available later in downloadable form.
Playing your favourite songs all summer long.
All summer long, and then...
You're listening to Adrian J on Gravity.
That's where it goes silent, and we bring it in. Oh, we're going to bring it in up here, I think.
On Gravity.
Like that.
Adrian J on Gravity FM.
There we go. Nice little bit of EQ on the end there. And then we'll move on to this, which is going to come in here and start there. And this is going to come in here.
Uplifting your spirit. Uplifting your spirits and motivate.
And a monster ender, like the name of that one. That is a monster ender. So that needs to go in there. So it'll be...
Uplifting your spirits and motivating your hearts.
That's coming in like this, right down there.
Your hearts. You're listening to Imani Ziegler.
And that's where we're going to like chop these in a little earlier. So let's just chop and zip like that. And then this will go in over here.
Ziegler on Easy. Ziegler on Easy Radio.
Got to say, actually, Izabela, these CHR work parts are really easy to work with. They literally are called CHR work parts because they're very easy work parts because they're easy to like move around in the session over here and like just get into place. And I like them. So thanks for recommending them this week, Izabela.
No worries. Yeah, and they are at the moment they are at less than half price. It's a package with over 2,000 elements. And currently it's less than half price. Simply head on over to musicradiocreative.com and click on that sale button at the top of the page and you will find them there.
Very, very cool indeed. By the way, thank you, Bjorn and Tim there for keeping up with the links when people are asking questions. You're pointing people in the right direction, which is amazing. Okay, let's zoom in on this. Let's put that there.
You're listening to Imani Ziegler.
Mm-hmm.
You're listening to Imani Ziegler on Easy Radio. Set it and forget it. Actually, I quite like that bleep to be at the end because that's like set it and forget it thing. No, that's not the one. That's the one. We can use that very, very nicely, actually. That'll come in here. Easy Radio. Set it and
bit earlier.
Easy Radio. Set it and forget it.
And that's where we'll get the bleep at the end.
Get it.
And then fade off the rest. So it's like...
And forget it.
Yeah?
Yep.
Okay, on to the next one. And it's going to be like this.
Keeping it real.
This is a double jingle, so to speak.
Keeping it real.
All the hits and much more right here on Kilsith Independent Radio.
And...
Stay safe.
Yo.
Stay safe and stay well, and we will get through this together. Keeping it real. Keeping it real.
All the hits and much more right here.
And then we're going to zoom that down, like that.
Radio.
Stay safe and stay well.
And then a little breaker would be nice in the middle of that sentence. No, not like that, though. Not like that either. Sounds a bit weird. No, let's go up. Maybe the start of that could work. Let's place that in over there.
And stay well, and we will get... And stay well, and we will...
We need an EQ change there. That's my suspicion here.
How did you pronounce the name of the station again? And we will get through this together.
Let's go back to the start.
Keeping it real.
All the hits and much more right here on Kilsith Independent Radio.
Stay safe.
Kill Scythe.
I think so.
On
Because we had it
Kilsith
last week, didn't
Independent-
we?
On Kilsith Independent... Okay, I can just punch that in. On Kilsith Independent Radio. Let's punch it in. On Kilsith Independent Radio.
Kill Scythe.
Okay. On Kilscythe Independent Radio. There you go, punched in. Save.
I'm kind of doing a bit of a gamble here, but I'm
Here
quite certain
on
it was
Kilscythe
like that.
Independent Radio.
Stay safe.
There we go. Let's punch that up and it's going to be perfect.
Here on Kilscythe Independent Radio.
Stay.
It's brilliant when you're the producer and the voiceover artist. You can literally punch in like
Yeah.
that. Very, very handy to be able to do that. Right. Let's grab those and move on over. More jingles coming up now. Izabela, what's on your mind with regards to things that are happening around you right now?
What is on my mind? Okay, so just really excited about Easter, really. It's the
Yeah.
one time of the year when we do tend to kind of wind down a little bit. So
Yes,
you will
yes,
notice,
that's
say,
true.
if you were to write to Music Radio Creative today, from today till Monday, our customer service team is on the holidays right
Yay.
now. So
Okay.
we're back to kind of work on Tuesday onwards. So it's nice. I like that kind of slow down time. It's beautiful weather. I'm really enjoying the garden right now. So it's kind of like, that's
Yes.
basic things in life.
I was
Small
thinking, like,
things sometimes.
we've got a modest-sized backyard. It's
Yeah.
not huge, but it's modest. It's enough for the kids to be able to run around and kick a ball around. But I was thinking maybe we should just dig out the whole grass and make it into a swimming pool. What do you think?
No.
It's not going to happen.
That's a no. That's a big
Surely
no.
it'll be fine. Low maintenance, right? Chuck in a load of
Yeah.
water and away you go, right?
Yeah.
Maybe not. No.
No.
Not hot on that idea. Okay, moving swiftly on. Let's bring this into the mix and this. Oh, that's nice. Let's pop that there and that one. Okay, and that is going to help us to produce the overall effect that will be something along the lines of this and this and this all mashed together.
From the village of Summerdale, another extra...
Okay, we could do with a little bit of an effect, but nothing too big at that point. So that's going to go in there.
Summerdale, another extra long mix starts now with Kenny on G.
That's where we're going to have to get real. So let's bring that up there. And that's going to go there.
Now with Kenny.
Oh, too early. Too early.
Kenny.
On GN 780 Enola, Ziggy Radio.
We don't even need that because that'll be...
Ziggy Radio.
That's perfect. And then we cut and we move down like that.
Enola.
Ziggy Radio.
Love it. I love it when a jingle echoes at the end. It's just my favourite thing ever to do. It's like if a jingle echoes at the end, it like gets top marks. No matter what else you've done in it, as long as the last word, the station name, echoes. That's the main thing, in my opinion. Right, Izabela?
Yep.
You've got to have an echo on the last word.
You do.
More music starts now. That's reverb, by the way, not reverb. Hang on. Can I change my reverb on my desk? Sure, I can.
I don't know. Can you?
I got it set to room reverb at the moment. Let's see if I can. Sorry, I'm just messing about. Oh. No, I don't know.
What did you do?
Oh,
You broke it.
There you go. Delay 2 seconds. Playing now. Playing. Delay 2 seconds. Now. Playing. Delay 2 seconds. Now. Oh no, that didn't work because it said delay 2 seconds. Hang on. This is my Soundcraft Signature 12 MTK, by the way. Let's try this one. Now. This is my Soundcraft Signature 12 MTK. What do you think it is?
It sounds like a lot of mics all at once.
Does it sound cool?
I guess.
Just stick with the reverb mic for Mr. Clive.
Yes, maybe I should listen to Mr. Clive on that. Anyway, I don't often get the chance to play with the effects unit on my Soundcraft mixer, so I thought I would do it today. Why not? Anyway, back to the jingles. Got carried away talking about Echo. Yes, DJP Ranks loves Echo on jingles too, you see? Yeah. No, I don't want to break it. I'll do my best, Vince. I'll do my best.
Arnold's.
Oh, that was good. Arnold's. Actually, I wonder whether we can make that into something if we can go Arnold's.
Arnold's the best.
No, that just sounds rubbish. It's a good idea, though.
Arnold's the best.
Arnold's the best.
Arnold's the best.
Okay. Oliver's asking how he can get his own jingle. A bit late this week, but we do it at the same time every week. So you know that you can make an appointment in your schedule to tune in every Friday, same time, wherever you're watching in the world. You know, if you come back this time next week, we'll be here. We're actually, literally, we will be here. We're literally not going anywhere right now. It's like you can be as guaranteed, you know, in the past it would be like, oh, we're not doing Free Jingle Friday this week because Mike's in Los Angeles doing a talk. Or we're not doing Free Jingle Friday this week because Izabela's gone up north or something like that. But actually, for the foreseeable future, we are here. We're literally, Izabela, we're not going anywhere, are we?
We are not. We are here. We are just here. So you are pretty much guaranteed Free Jingle Friday every week. Head on over to mrc.fm/FJF. There is a big yellow button at the top where you can add it to the calendar. There is a calendar link for the next week already. So if you want to make sure you don't miss it and you want to have it in your calendar, you can do that. You can do that now.
DJP Ranks is saying, why not? Yeah, exactly. Why not? Yeah. You know what? In terms of speaking engagements and traveling, like the last few years I've been pretty busy, but for some reason, like 2020 has gone super quiet, Izabela. Like super quiet.
Super
nobody
quiet.
Nobody wants me to speak anywhere at the moment.
Well, I wonder why.
Anyway, yes, we're just saying we're here. We might not be out like and about, you know, but we're definitely going to be here. Okay?
Arnold's the best. He's not like the rest. He entertains.
Oh, let's move that up a bit because that's going to be
like the rest. He entertains you with great music.
There we go. Perfect ending there. And then we'll move on to this, which is going to be here. Let's bring that in.
Receive.
Let's play that here.
Receive reward every hour for listening to.
Okay, I wonder if we can do a little stutter on that. Let's give it a test. Yes. There we go, right about there.
Receive reward every hour for listening to the greatest electronic music.
And then we need to do some EQ change when we'll pull that in like that.
Music. More info. Music.
More info on wowradio.live.
There we go, perfect. And Command S, always save your session files. And well, that's a nice one.
Yacht Rock, Mellow Gold on Classic Hit.
Okay, this is going to come in here. That's going to go there. And we need something nice. Oh, those are cool breakers. They're like loads of breakers all in one file. Let's save some of them. I always like breakers, so it's good to have a bunch of them together.
Gold on Classic Hits 109.
Oh yeah, we can use another breaker there. Let's copy and paste that.
Hits 109.
And we can do an EQ change on that and get rid of the silence. So it would be Classic Hits.
Hits 109.
Classic hits 109. That's what I'm thinking. So let's move that up to that bit. No, actually maybe that bit. And it'll be like this.
Yacht Rock, Mellow Gold on Classic Hits 109.
Yeah, that worked. Let's move that in over here. And this over here. All right, so this is going to come in like this.
The sweetest music if you can't sleep or during the night shift.
And then we need a little breaker.
Night shift. Radio. Night shift. Radio.
Radio. And again, we can probably do the same thing here.
251.
Oh, too early.
251.
And maybe tail that off so it comes in like this.
Radio 251.
Yeah, and the 251 has to have echo on it. It's compulsory.
UCC Rosalane Media Production. Rosalane.
Rosalane, yeah.
This is a
Okay, let's pull that in. Ease off on the echo here and bring this in. Okay, that's coming in like this.
This is a UCC Rosalane Media Production. We are here.
Then we're moving that down to the flanger.
Action. We are here to.
Bit tight.
Action. We are here to.
Yeah, and that's going to be here.
Performed at all times. Thanks for choosing us. And
Thanks for choosing us. So that'll be here.
times. Thanks for choosing us and making our platform look great.
And that's going to go up there.
Choosing us and making our platform look great.
That's the one. Okay, next.
Hits and much more with your favorite DJ,
Okay, a few more in a row coming up here. You doing all right, Izabela?
I'm doing
all good with you?
Yeah, I'm just looking at the comments, keeping track of everything.
Cool, yes. We will actually have an Ask Me Anything with Izabela coming up in around, I'd say, 10 or 20 minutes. And then, you can ask Izabela any question that you so wish, as she will do her best to answer. It's always a good session.
Yeah, ask me anything. It's a good opportunity to get your questions in. You can literally ask me anything. How cool is that?
That's so cool. Oh, that was a nice one. Let's get that in. So we've got this.
80s and 90s. Oh,
So that's starting there. Let's just separate these all out. So we've got
on True Hit Radio and on TuneIn or at www.
okay. So that's all one jingle there. Then we've got
This is no longer me. Boom.
that's boom,
Yeah.
and then
We got nothing but respect for DJ P Ranks.
that's one for B ranks coming up.
Eurus pop mixed with the biggest ballads and the smoothest slow jam.
What we got here?
Ready for action. This is DJ Tibineki.
Yeah,
Tibineki. This is DJ Tibineki.
there we go. Now we've got a bunch of jingles all cut up and ready to process here. So that's going to come in over here. We've actually got a plethora of options here. So let's move this in here. Let's do that.
Back to the 80s, 90s, and today.
We can actually have a good old mess about with that, I think. Let's cut, and stutter here. Of course.
Back to the 80s, 90s, and today.
Back to the 80s, 90s, and today. Pop that in. This is going here.
Today, Throwback Hour on True Hit Radio.
Throwback hour needs to be emphasized a little more.
Throwback Hour on True Hit Radio. Throwback Hour on True Hit Radio and on TuneIn or at www.
Oops. Placed a marker there. What am I doing? Hitting the wrong hotkeys. Right, let's put that there.
or at www.truehitradio.k.
There we go. Fantastic. As we mentioned earlier on, about 45 minutes ago, you might have missed it if you just tuned into the stream, I'm an advocate for Licked. They allow you to license commercial music, essentially, to use in your YouTube videos, on Facebook, on Instagram, so you don't have any copyright claims. You can keep all the money you make if you're a content creator. Really is a great service. And we're doing a contest right now. By the end of the stream, 3 people watching this stream right now, or have watched in the past week, will win an MRC mug, MRC merch that you can probably see below this video. In fact, in case you can't, I'll put our most popular piece of merchandise. Funnily enough, Izabela, would you believe it, is the Rise and Shine MRC mug. A lot of people have been interested in that. That's the best seller at the moment. I think because it's got the MRC logo with a sunshine around it. Yeah. Just most people have warm drinks in the morning, right? So we're going to be giving away 3 of those mugs, and all you have to do to win is go to mrc.fm/licked, find this fantastic service, connect your YouTube account, and license your first song. Once you license your first song, you'll be in the draw to win one of 3 mugs that we'll give away at the end of the show, Izabela.
Absolutely. So yeah, and you said a second ago that if you've done it last week, but actually it doesn't matter if you've used this link and licensed your first song in the past, you are in the draw. So we're taking into account everybody who has done so before. And if you do it today and don't win it, don't worry, because you will still be in the running next week and the week after that, and so on. So kind of no-brainer. Just go ahead and enter your license your first track from there.
Do it now. Okay. Right, let's go into this and we'll go on with more of this.
Throwback Hour on True Hit.
So we've done that one, and now we're getting on to this, which is going to be very nice.
Boom.
So we need a boom.
Boom, boom, boom.
A nice big boom. Where's a big boom? Come on, give me a boom. Actually, I was just wondering if now I feel like I'm seeing things here.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure in the media browser in Audition there used to be a search bar. And I was going to just search for the word boom. That might work. But I can't see it. I don't know if it used to be there and it was taken out. It would surprise me if that's the case.
Boom.
Let's pull that in a bit further.
Boom.
And then we'll triple track that to make it really stand out.
Boom.
Let's pitch shift as well.
Boom.
Boom. And then we go into this.
Spinning all the hits and much more with your favorite DJ.
With your favorite DJ.
Dun, dun, dun.
And we need to chop this in at the end over here.
Favorite DJ.
DJ Telly T.
Nice. That's very cool. And then you still got a little fade off on that effect in the background there, that sort of secondary effect, if you like. Right. We'll bring this bang in here. And we're going to have a banging time with this next track. Here we go. Let's bring that in.
We got nothing but respect for DJ P-Ranks.
Okay, we're going to do something interesting with this. We'll put this here.
Nothing but respect for DJ.
That needs to go a bit later.
Nothing but respect for DJ P-Ranks.
DJ P-Ranks is going to be doubled, tripled.
DJ P-Ranks.
No, I don't want the echo, sorry. Sorry, DJ P-Ranks. No echo this week. We're going to do it slightly differently. That looks nice. Let's take that and put that over there. That's a wobbly one.
We got nothing but respect.
No, it doesn't sound right.
We got nothing but respect for DJ P-Ranks.
That bang's a bit loud in the mix. Let's bring it down.
We got nothing but respect for DJ P-Ranks.
There you go. Nice, easy, good flow. Let's do it. Rock and roll. Okie dokie. Let's move this in. It's called a slidey pad.
Slidey pad.
A slidey pad. Look at that.
Slidey pad.
Let's place that in.
The purest pop mixed with the biggest ballads.
I'm going to use that one later. Don't think we need that for that. Let's be a bit easier. What can we do? That's a bit better. Need something a bit more easy going with this.
The purest pop mixed with the biggest ballads.
And then we're placing that down there.
Ballads and the smoothest slow jams. Ballads and the smooth
That's in there.
jams. You're chilled out.
I love the way that pad ends with a
Slow jams. You're chill. Slow jams. You're chilled out. Slow jams. You're chilled out with Asa Ben on Back to the 90s.
That's cool. Okay, let's use that. And then over here, we're going to bring this in. Saving. And popping this in.
Crunchy Saturday night party mix.
Oh, we definitely need something a bit. That's awesome.
Night party mix.
It's almost like ooh, ooh, kind of ooh.
Yeah. Mix. Ice.
Let's just make sure that sounds right.
Party mix. Isolation edition.
And then, of course, we need to do that, and that to make it fit.
Crunchy Saturday night party mix. Isolation edition. That's cool.
There we go. That is not too bad, is it? Let's fade that at the end. That's good. And moving on, we're doing quite well for time. Thank you for all the jingles. Always really, really grateful. We often see, people who come back week in, week out, placing super chats inside YouTube to get their jingles prioritized and produced. So thank you if you're a regular and you regularly do that. See the regular names popping up every week, and also new names as well. It's always nice. Every week we always have new people adding a super chat to get their own jingle made. And it's so nice because so many people pop in for the first time and they're new, and then they'll come back, and most people after a few weeks will choose to actually use that super chat feature and get something produced, which is lovely.
Ready for action. This is DJ Timonecki.
Okay, let's put that down there.
It's DJ Timonecki.
And let's bring that in, and let's fade down the pitch shift one a little bit so it's not too high in the mix.
It's DJ Timonecki.
Nice. Okay. All right. We're doing quite well there. So, Izabela, what's happening with you?
It's good. No, I keep watching your comments coming in on both YouTube and Facebook. I've been actually just catching up with Facebook as we speak. But just a quick reminder actually too. So first of all, if you like how Mike is zipping and zapping all of those jingles and you would like to do kind of a similar thing yourself, you can head on over to mrc.fm/presets. You can get those presets that Mike is using right now and kind of be the zippy zappy jingle maker yourself. But also a reminder that Mike's podcast production course is currently on sale up until the 12th of April, so the next 2 days. You can save yourself $200. Head on over to mrc.fm/learn and click into the podcast production course, and you'll be able to see the special offer. So you get the $200 off, bringing it to $495.
What if someone's not sure it's for them? Can they see the kind of stuff that's covered?
They can. There is a full curriculum of the course is there, so kind of step by step explains what is included. So if you want to see whether that's for you, then obviously it's easy to do so. The extra bonus added onto the course is also Mike's Pro Podcast presets. So those standalone value are $195. Really great add-on if you want to be kind of like a pro podcast producer.
That's awesome. That was the I'm really shocked sound effect that I played in the middle of your announcement there. Okay, back to it. Let's get on with these jingles.
Stay home and enjoy the music. Listen to Crunchy FM.
You had quite a few in a row there, didn't you?
You're listening to the Community Update Show on 10. You're listening to the Community Update Show on 10 Radio. Join the Community Update team every Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. and on this one it says voice only, please. On this one it says voice only, please.
What, the one I was just playing there?
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
It's voice only, please. Izabela, voice only.
So take it out of the mix and don't produce it? Or produce it with effects. I'll do vocal effects.
Just do vocal effects, yeah. Day 9 a.m. and repeated 1 p.m. For the latest info in the 10 parishes. Maybe not an echo, it's quite annoying.
It's all right. I'm just, I'm currently just making sure I've got everything in place. I'm kind of just positioning a few of them together.
8. DJ Mackie. Week down here.
Okay, that's there. All right. So we've got plenty there. Let's see. That's there. And that's there. Right. Okie dokie. So we got everything nicely split up now. And let's pop this in here and bring in a pad. That'll do nicely. And that'll go there.
Crunchy FM is your isolation station. Stay.
That's quite nice, isn't it? Let's place that there and there.
Station. Stay home and enjoy the music. And stop the station.
Okay, we need a bit of variance there, so that's going to go up here.
Stay home and enjoy the music. And stop the...
All right, maybe we need to cut that over there.
The music. And stop...
And then that's going up here.
Music. And stop the... Music. And stop the spread... Music. And stop the spread of COVID-19. Stay safe and healthy.
And then finally down here.
Stay safe and healthy.
And then and healthy at the end.
Safe and healthy and listen to Crunchy FM. Safe and healthy and listen to Crunchy FM.
And then cut at the end and fade out. Okay, next one coming in over here. Let's bring this. That's coming in there, and that's coming in there. Oh, that's nice. I like the drums on the start of that.
You're listening to the community update. You're listening to the community update show on 10 Radio. Welcome to the community update show on the 10 Radio. On 10 Radio. On the 10.
On the 10, no, just on 10. So that's there, and then we're zooming it out with one of these.
Show on 10 Radio. Show on 10 Radio. Show on 10 Radio.
That's cool. Okay.
Show on 10 Radio.
And then we've got this over here coming in like that. Oh, quite nice.
Playing the classics from Peter Kay's Car Share. This is East Lancs Radio.
And that needs to go further up over here. This needs to come in like that. Oh, let's bring that in.
Kay's Car Share. This is East Lancs Radio.
Maybe not quite like that.
The classics from Peter Kay's Car Share. This is East Lancs Radio.
Move it over a bit.
The classics from Peter Kay's Car Share. This is East.
Oh, we need to get that in the right place.
The classics from Peter Kay's Car Share. This is East Lancs Radio with Chris Crook.
Perfect. Okay, let's move to this next one over here, which is going to be sounding out over here right now. So we've got
Community Update Team every Monday to Saturday 9 a.m. and repeated 1 p.m.
Okay, so this is the voice only one. Okay, no worries there. Let's actually bring this up a little bit. So we're going here.
Join the Community Update Team every Monday to Saturday 9 a.m.
And repeat it.
9 a.m. and repeated 1 p.m. 1 p.m. for the latest
Let's put that in a
1 p.m. for the latest info in the 10 parishes.
There we go. So that one's just nice, just vocal effects only as requested there. Let's see what we've got. Okay, let's move this in.
Keeping students, parents, and the community together.
Let's place that in over here.
Keeping students, parents, and the community together. This is TKS Radio.
And we need a nice zoop out on that. That'll be a nice one.
It's TKS Radio.
There we go. And then we're moving into this one coming in over here. So that's going in there. And we're going to place it along with This is coming in here. That's going to go there.
It's Rounder and Friends coming up next.
And then we need a little hit, which is where this one comes in.
Up next. Brought to you.
That needs to go closer.
Up next. Brought to you by. Up next. Brought to you by ajpreen.com.
Okay, that AJ is going to tighten up and go up there.
By AJ.
Not too tight.
By ajpreen.com.
That's so cool. Alex Taxi 26 just
By AJ Preen.
Just put your comment out the corner of my eye. I'm in my taxi and I watch FJF. Now that I will drink a lovely cup of tea to that. That's amazing. Izabela, this is so cool. I know you've just literally bought a tea, which is absolutely lovely. Alex Taxi 26 has said, I am in my taxi and I'm watching FJF in
I really
my
hope
taxi.
you're not driving.
No. None of that. None of that hacking the CarPlay dashboard to play FJF. Please
That's it.
stay safe on the road.
That's exactly.
But I'm sure that Alex Taxi 26
That's
is
awesome.
stationary. So that's really, really cool. So let's crack on. Unless you have anything to say, Izabela, at this point.
No, I hope you enjoy your cup of tea. The finest English breakfast tea.
Absolutely. My favourite, of course.
Yeah,
my
that's
favourite. Okay.
Yeah, and
Let's move on.
I've treated myself to a nice Earl Grey.
Ooh.
By ajpreen.com.
Okay, that's where we ended. So now we're over here, which is going to be this.
In the mix, live and streaming around.
That's nice. And we need... Let's actually bring that in there.
In the mix, live and streaming around the world.
And that's where it's going to break. And then it's going to go up like this.
Around the world. With the original Renegade. Around the world. With the original Renegade.
And then this comes down over here.
Renegade. DJ Mackie.
There you go. You got some echo there, DJ Mackie. And then we're doing this.
You are listening to Wigtown Community Radio.
And then we're going to break it out up here.
Radio with Kenny
That's it. And break it down over there.
Taking the distance out of social.
Oh,
Distance out.
that could nicely work up. Say, for instance, here.
Out of social.
Yeah, it could end like that. Perfect. Okay. We're getting there.
Wee-hee.
Let's see how we do with this.
Barry's Online Marketing Podcast.
Let's place that in here.
Barry's Online Marketing Podcast.
And that's going to go up there.
Bringing you news, tips, and reviews.
Yeah, stay safe, Alex. Of course, not driving, but wearing gloves and a safety mask, Izabela.
There you go. That's very good. Yes, of course. I would imagine that that's quite a kind of exposed job, so to speak.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah, my goodness. Massive respect to you there. So let's do this bit.
Bringing you news, tips, and reviews.
It's always interesting, actually. I really like it, just as Alex Taxi 26 has exemplified there. It's always actually really lovely for us to know where are you listening or watching this show right now. So I know a lot of you watch this while doing other things. Believe me, we don't expect you to sit here for 3 hours, hanging on my every word and every move in Adobe Audition.
As much as that's nice. By the way, can I just say, if you do, you are awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. But we do know that a lot of you have this on in the background. You drag it into another window while you're doing other things, and that's great. So yeah, just let us know in the chat. We'd really like to know, where are you watching this right now? And I would love to know the craziest situation that someone's watching this. Please don't say something that's against health and safety. But I'm dangling off the edge of a skyscraper, cleaning windows, Mike, and watching Free Jingle Friday. That would be. That's probably too far.
That's too far. Yeah.
But and if you are listening in an interesting place, or even if it's just your home or your home studio or your kitchen or your garden, you can always take a photo. I'd love it if you take a photo right now and post it on Twitter with the hashtag MRC Live. So wherever you're watching, just grab your phone right now, hashtag MRC Live, put it on Twitter. If you haven't got Twitter or you don't like Twitter, another idea is Instagram. But just the idea is to see you like you see us every week, isn't it, Izabela?
Ooh, yes. Show yourself.
Yes. Yes, Sam has said Belfast, Northern Ireland. Yeah, but we'd like you to be a little bit more specific than Belfast, Northern Ireland. It's like, in my bath in Belfast, Northern Ireland. Or, next to a warm, crackling fire in Iceland or something like that,
Yeah, that's it.
Yes. Sitting at my desk. Not that spectacular, says Doug. Go on. Yes. Toronto, Canada. Yes. Come on. More actually what you're doing rather than where you are, and post those photos now. Will be Izabela, you get on the hashtag and you can shout out anyone who posts something really interesting. The most crazy photo, FJF on a tablet, skiing somewhere, although, on lockdown it's probably going to be somewhere in your house.
That will be challenging.
Yes, that'd be challenging right now.
It's challenging to beat the exciting kind of, situations right now, let's just say.
Yes. Okay, so how exciting can you make the place that you're listening or watching FJF inside the place that you're locked
I've got a feeling
to?
the taxi might be as exciting as it gets nowadays.
It's as much as it gets.
Yeah.
That's good. No, that's fantastic. Fantastic. Let us know. Just let us know. Sam's in his studio, which is cool. Very, very cool indeed. Okay. All right, let's crack on.
Barry's online marketing podcast, bringing you news, tips, and reviews.
I'm in my bedroom, says DJP Ranks. Not in my bed, of course. It's okay. I don't mind if you take us to bed. It's fine. Isn't it, Izabela? You can do that. It's like it's your own thing. You just put it on a tablet or a screen.
Well, especially that the different people have different times of the day. So
Stephen O'Flynn. Did you see that? He says, can you do an Irish accent there, Mike? How's that for you? I saw them. I did. Believe me. Happy Easter. Is that okay? It's Michael O'Russell here. How was that, Stephen? You'll be
really good.
the authenticator there
really good.
of the Irish accent there. I'm cleaning my room in Northamptonshire, England, says Spitty the Third.
There we go. Daniel says, I'm sat on my sofa with my quilt in my lounge.
Don't be sad.
No, that's really good.
You've got us. Oh, sat on my sofa. I thought you said he sat on his sofa.
No. He sat on his sofa.
I'm sat on my sofa watching you.
So you see, people
guys
are doing the right thing, like sticking to the lockdown. Well done, you. Clearing my room.
Yes.
Stood in the kitchen, doing the ironing, watching you in South Wales. There you go. On my couch in the living room, creating a folder for my coming show. There you go.
There we go. Right. Okay. Cracking on then. Let's get onto this one here. Oh, that's a cool one. Let's use this to full effect.
This is the Hellcat.
Need a bit more of a pause. A bit more of a pause there.
This is the Hellcat podcast.
I'm really not good at doing a Scottish accent. I'll just embarrass myself if I try to do that. You have to roll your R's, and I'm not good at rolling my R's. Let's just try. Jimmy. There you go. That's all I'm going to do.
Jimmy.
So I'm not going to embarrass myself or upset the Scottish nation any further by attempting to do a Scottish. Can you do a Scottish accent, Izabela?
I can't.
What accents? Come on. What? Oh, I know a good accent you can do because you have Polish heritage. Do your best Russian accent.
That's the thing. I cannot do accents, though.
Yes. This is, I am watching here from, again, you have to roll your R's and say I'm watching from Mother Russia.
I will need to tune into
Put a
my
bit of
mother's
reverb
accent.
on. There we go. How would your mother speak? Sorry, that's a terrible Russian accent, but go on.
No.
Go on. You can do this.
I'm totally going to embarrass myself here.
I know you can speak Russian.
I cannot. No, I seriously can't do this.
Embarrass Mike and Izabela moment, right? Yeah. Just get us to do accents. Anyway.
I can't do this.
Let's divert away, shall we?
I think that's
This
better.
is the Hellcat podcast.
What would you do if someone ordered you online and said, Izabela, I'd like this in a Russian accent, please?
I couldn't do it. Like, seriously, I couldn't do it. Like,
Well, come on. You're originally from Poland. I know your English is magnificent. But Stephen O'Flynn saying, what did I start? Can you do a Polish accent? Come on. Try and Polish up your because you've gone very English.
I've
You're
gone
very well
English.
spoken.
It's very hard to go back.
So go on. Try and go back to
Muszę trochę po polsku powiedzieć, żeby się nauczyć
And
więcej
now bring it
mówić.
in, now bring it into English, but like speaking English,
Muszę,
Polish.
Okay. Okay.
David Silk, this is a family show. We can't possibly read your comment out, David Silk.
This is nie. Sorry, I can't do this. I literally cannot do this.
Nie zbyt rozumiem.
Nie rozumiem. Mówię
Nie-
bardzo
nie-
mało
nie
po polsku
rozumiem.
i nie mogę inaczej.
No, you simply speak it like this. You say that I am from Poland, and sorry, I can speak like this. This is okay because my wife is originally from Poland as well, and she knows that this is terrible. This is actually
terrible.
this is bordering on the edge of like going somewhere really, really dark and getting us into a lot of trouble. So I think we
Alex-
should probably stop it now.
Yeah, Alex says that he has a customer in his taxi and he's listening to first three Jingle Friday first.
It's like the customer was like, "Who are these nutters that he's got on? What on earth is this?"
I know, right? It's like, I bet they didn't know that they were getting themselves into it before getting into the taxi. It's a special taxi. You have been selected. There you go.
You have
One
been
in a million
selected.
kind of thing.
Thank you, Scott O'Hare. You're awesome. Thanks for the comment. Right, let's go back and let's do this. So we've done that. Now we've only got a few more jingles left to produce. We really do go fast. And this, by the way, is not the rate that I would usually produce jingles at, or our producers here at MRC would work at. I simply speed through because, you know, that makes this into a 2 or 3 hour stream as opposed to a 24-hour stream.
Yes, that's
you know,
right.
if you know what I mean. So
Yeah.
there we go. Okay, cool. Back to it, into audition, and let's get on with the rest of these jingles. Only got a few left. Then we'll get on to the free ones and then say goodbye to you, lovely people.
Well, no, but yeah, we've got lots of things to do still.
Yeah, we still got more to do. Don't worry, we're not going anywhere for a while.
Yeah.
Licked contest is still open. If you want a free MRC mug, just go to mrc.fm/licked. Connect your YouTube account. Download your first track. It's important you download your first track because that's what triggers you to be in the contest. And yes, very grateful. I am, full disclaimer here, I'm an ambassador for Licked. That's also our affiliate link as well. So we very much appreciate that. Helps us. It helps Licked, who are looking for more creators to use tracks so they can get more record labels on board. And believe me, like, obviously, you know, can't say too much, but I know behind the scenes they're working really, really hard to get more record labels on board, aren't they, Izabela?
They really are. And they really, really are. Fantastic,
really hard.
Fantastic company to support.
Just fantastic bunch of people as well. So,
Yeah.
Cool. Let's get on with this.
The pup is back from walkies. Welcome back, Boots.
That worked out nice, didn't it? So that'll go in here. We've got this. This is going in here. We're doing it live.
You're doing it
Join
live.
Crick Bigstone.
We're doing it live.
That's the one.
This thing sucks.
Oh,
Sorry, I'm memeing it up in my head now.
Yes.
Join Crick Bigstone with the Country Music Show on Daggy Stone Radio, bringing you the latest country tunes from Monday 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. on Daggy Stone Radio.
Okay, 6 p.m. Oh, that would work quite well to the zip to 8 p.m. Let's do that.
p.m. to 8 p.m.
That's it. And then we'll do this.
on Daggy Stone Radio.
A little bit tighter on the ending, but not too much. And that's going to be good. Let's pull that in.
Radio.
Nice. Okay. Next. All right, this is going to be good. So that'll come in.
Playing you songs from the 80s, 90s, and the best crunk. Playing you songs
Help if I got the right.
from the 80s, 90s, and playing you songs from the 80s, 90s, and
Oh, no, I'm going to do it like this instead. So that's going to come in here. There, and there.
playing you songs from the 80s, 90s, and the best current hits.
Okay, that's good. Let's move that there. And
You're listening to Pulse Radio.
that sounds good, doesn't it? I like that. See, for some reason, the pitch shift works on my voice, but not yours, Isabella, I
It just
think.
turns me into a lady boy.
Yeah, it does. It really does.
And now, enjoy another. And now,
Oh, keep doing the best takes. And now, maybe we can double track it.
When
There we go.
and now, enjoy another hour of the hits you love.
There we go. Okay, that's cool. Oh, Izabela, before I do the last few jingles here, did you ever watch a TV show? I think it was on Channel 4 in the UK. I'm not sure if it made it across the pond to the US or to our friends in Australia or other parts of the world.
Oh, yeah.
Did you ever watch a show on Channel 4 called Peep Show before?
Yeah.
It's, with David Mitchell,
we love
Robert
Peep
Webb.
Show.
David Mitchell's been on a few other shows as well, so you probably know. Anyone here in the chat ever watched Peep Show? For some reason, I don't know why. I know YouTube knows a lot about me and often suggests me really good videos to watch on my treadmill in the morning. The last week or two, it's been like crazy suggesting old clips from Peep Show, which was a series from about 5 or 10 years ago. Absolutely just fantastically funny show. If you've not seen it, you should. You've seen it, Izabela? You like it?
I've seen it, yeah. I remember we watched it, many years ago now.
Yeah, and what I like about Peep Show, so it's just a silly comedy with two 20-something blokes who live in a flat together. They're a bit sad, and they just get into funny situations. So it's a very good lockdown series to watch if you haven't watched it before. Oh, David says it's made it to Australia. That's awesome. So yeah, and CO9 has seen it as well. Peep Show is brilliant, says Stuart. Absolutely. So I keep getting these clips recommended to me, like 3-minute clips every morning on the treadmill, and I watch them back, and they are comedy gold. Like I laugh out loud when I'm running on the treadmill now. My YouTube's been doing that as well. Oh my goodness.
Do you think it's coming back?
There's something going on. Well, so this is the thing, Izabela.
Yeah.
When that happened, I was like, why is YouTube suddenly surfacing Peep Show? It has, as far as I know, YouTube has no idea I like Peep Show, so that's strange. But it probably knows from my viewing habits I'd like Peep Show, so that's just a little bit scary, probably. Yeah. But anyway, but I know it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy with YouTube, isn't it? Because once you watch one video, then YouTube goes, he likes Peep Show, I'm going to give him more. So then you come back to your home screen and you get like 3 Peep Show videos, and then you watch those 3 in their entirety, and then you come back and it's all Peep Show videos across your home screen. So that's kind of what's going on with that. A lot of people saying they watch Peep Show, so glad you enjoyed it as much as we did. So I looked and I did a bit of Googling around, and all I could find is a newscast article about 1 or 2 years old that said apparently they're not doing the remake with David and Robert because they're much older than their 20s, right? So that would be a bit silly, 40-something-year-olds in a flat sharing still. But they're talking about doing, and I don't know if this is still current news, I don't know if any of our US friends can confirm this or that they've heard about this. They're talking about doing a US version of Peep Show, which I think would be amazing if they did it.
That would be fun, yeah.
So like I say, pure rumour, don't trust me, not fact here, but I think that's what I found when I was Googling it. And I'm just thinking, does that have the potential to be like the US Office? Do you remember how the Office started with Ricky Gervais in the UK? And that was like flipping fantastic. And then they only went and redid it with Steve Carell in the US, and as Michael Scott. And they took a British TV show that was already like up here, like amazing, and then they took it like rocket level and made it super amazing. Like I enjoyed watching The Office UK, but when the US one came out, we ate that up in a matter of months, didn't we?
That was a binge watch for us, for sure.
Yeah, so I hope they do remake Peep Show in the US. That would be awesome.
That would be cool, actually. That would really be cool.
Yes, it's funny. Now people are talking about what YouTube suggests them. Loads of different ones getting recommended for me, normally at 4 a.m. How to make Moroccan pasta recommended, says Stuart. Interesting. Okay, and people giving lots of recommendations. Really interesting. Actually, we could play a little game just before I do the last few jingles. Do you want to play this game, Izabela?
Go on.
Okay, this is one of those crazy games. Sometimes you see these memes on Facebook where it's like, post the first person that comes up in your auto-suggest when you do this kind of thing. So I'm going to dare you now in the chat while I'm making the rest of the jingles to go, obviously keep this window open a new window and open the YouTube homepage for you. And I want you to take the first video. Obviously you won't be able to post the link. Take the first video, the very first video that's recommended to you. And I want you to copy and paste the title and put it in the chat if you're brave enough to do that. All right. So everyone watching right now, all hundreds of you, if you'd go and flood the chat now with the title of the very first video that gets recommended to you when you hit the YouTube homepage right now. No one's done this before. It just came to my mind. Why not? Let's do this together. Izabela, what is it for you? Go on. Do you want to share it?
It's Free Jingle Friday because we.
Okay. All right. If that might be the case for you, it might be Free Jingle Friday. If it is that, what's the second video? Izabela?
It's the sound of air conditioning.
The sound of air conditioning. Brilliant. I love it. That's so random. Izabela's first recommended video on the homepage of YouTube is the sound of air conditioning.
8 hours sleep sounds.
Absolutely insane.
Yeah.
8-hour sleep sounds, the sound of air conditioning.
Yeah.
Having trouble sleeping, Izabela? We know about it. We're YouTube, and we're going to recommend you
Well,
this
this
really
is-
creepy video.
Hang on, this is a little bit kind of wrong in the sense that you've been putting
I
stuff
know
on
exactly
my
why
screen.
that's
So
come
it's
up,
like,
so don't worry. I know why that's come up. Don't worry. Yeah, everyone's saying it's the stream, so ignoring the fact that the stream is there. Look at this. We've got some good ones coming in already. Daniel says, USB versus XLR microphones explained. See, we're all audio geeks here. Radar love, says Carlo Baker. What on earth is that?
No.
Free Jingle Friday for me. Second is Francie's Kicks. What is that?
We shouldn't ask.
Oh, I love this. From Pop Unlimited. We can tell where your priorities lie, Pop Unlimited. After the MRC stream, it's Ace of Base Live. Oh, yes. I love Ace of Base. I might play them after the show.
Yeah.
Cobra Kai Season 3 announcement trailer. You want it, you got it, says Renegade Maxter.
There you go.
Phil Collins, for some reason, keeps coming up in my suggestions, says Stephen O'Flynn. RG350M review. All metal new screen. Is it worth buying? Says Michael.
Oh, hang on. Actually, like after the air conditioner for me, it's the Jesus Christ Superstar.
Oh, wow.
Stage show.
Stage show. That's so cool.
There you go. Yeah.
Have you been watching
Jesus
any
Christ
of that?
Superstar. No, I haven't. No, I haven't been.
Doug
watching any
has
of that.
had the best live streaming software by Nick Nimmin, our friend Nick Nimmin, who's awesome, by the way. How to make your voice sound better in Audacity. Is that one of mine, Craig, or is that someone else? That's interesting.
That's so funny.
The Dudgies, Barry Island during lockdown. Beckham in Peckham. Sport Relief 2014 for me. Keep them coming in. This is awesome. And I'll keep producing now. This is like such a cool game. We should play this every week, I think.
Right, keep producing, Mike.
I know,
Keep
this is
producing.
a priority. Ask me anything with Izabela coming up in around 10 minutes from now.
Welcome to Radio NIP, Ninjas in Pajamas.
Is if any funny suggestions come up as I'm producing, just like feel free to butt in and mention them out. Yeah, because I'm absolutely loving this.
Men behaving badly with Kylie Minogue.
Men behaving badly, as in the UK TV series or something else.
It's comic relief, so I presume yes.
Oh, okay, cool. That's awesome. Very, very cool indeed. Okay, let's chop this and get this one in. Oh, that's nice.
This is a Ninjas in Pajamas.
Paul Woodward also is having Jesus Christ Superstar. There you go. There is a match.
Ooh, you
So there you go.
see?
Snap that.
YouTube is doing this kind of like community
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
If you're watching this stream right now, we're all in the same club. So YouTube's like, they're all watching that live stream, so they must like Jesus Christ Superstar. Or they must like the sound of... If anyone gets the sound of air conditioning in their suggestions, they'll
Then
know
there you
where
go.
it's come from.
That's
Things like that. And yeah, obviously, I'm not surprised when many of you say best microphone or sound better in Audacity. That sounds very familiar to me too. Right.
This is a Ninjas in...
I always get Joe Rogan recommended, but that's because I listen to him every day when he does a podcast. So, Joe, it's amazing how I literally don't subscribe. I subscribe to like 2 or 3 channels on YouTube, and I never actually use the subscriptions feature. I think I'm subscribed to Google, TED Talks, and maybe the Music Radio Creative channel, and that's it. But YouTube Auto Suggest is so good for me that I don't need to use anything else. So it's like all the channels I want to know about come up in my suggestions when they make a new video. It's crazy cool, Liz. Crazy. Is it the same for you?
No, yeah, well, that's true. Hang on, I've got a few more on Facebook. Amar says how to make radio imaging with Mike Russell.
Oh,
There you go.
that is hilarious. Right, let's go back.
Yeah.
We're doing it live.
This is a Ninjas in Pajamas production.
YouTube is indeed listening to everything. Currently, as I speak, every word I speak is getting transcribed by YouTube. So, hello, YouTube Artificial Intelligence. I am a big fan of you. I love you. If you'd please keep ranking these videos in a nice position, that would be very nice, because you're very kind and very good and very benevolent, and I love you very much. Thank you.
That's it.
That okay, Is?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Let's move on to this jingle.
Lockdown chats with Smith, saving you from the... Lockdown chats with Smith, saving you from the time in the fridge.
Time in the fridge. That's so funny. Such a funny jingle, that one. Let's move that in there, and we'll just stick a breaker in the middle somehow. Oh, power whoosh. That looks good.
Down chats with Smith, saving you from the time in
No, we need to tighten that up a bit. Let's do that.
Smith, saving you from the time in the fridge.
That's the one. And, oh, look at that. I think we just got 2 jingles left before it's Ask Me Anything with Izabela.
Right, so start posting your questions now, by the way. I do have a question from Barry on Facebook who says that he's using condenser microphone but finding it way too sensitive, picking up every minor noise outside of the home office. It's not a soundproof studio but does have some sound dampening touches. Would you suggest using dynamic mic instead?
Sorry, I was focusing on my
We're not
production,
listening. All right.
and I didn't even hear what you said, so sorry about that. Go again.
Seriously, Mike.
Something about using a dynamic mic
right,
if the sound treatment isn't good, right?
Yeah, so if you have a condenser microphone and essentially it's picking up a lot of noise because it's not fully, sound treated room, would you suggest using dynamic microphone instead?
Absolutely. Yeah. So let me see if I can give an example. Bear with me. Yeah. You keep talking. I'm just going to have a quick look for something.
Okay. So there you go. Post your questions. Ask Izabela anything, please. Do post them now. I will come back to anything that you post now and start reading from there. So keep those coming.
There you go. That's the AKG D5. It's like a handheld mic like you'd use on stage. XLR connector there. So something like this on a tripod or mounted onto a boom arm is going to be a heck of a lot better if you haven't got sound treatment compared to a condenser mic, which is in a big room with no sound treatment. It's going to sound awful. So the D5 from AKG is a good one. I also really, really like, in fact, probably my favorite dynamic microphone is the SE Electronics V7. SE Electronics V7. I did a video about it a while back on this YouTube channel. So do go and maybe you want to check that video out after this stream because that's a good test. SE V7 was one of the best dynamic mics I found out there. Very bright, nice, and it's super, I want to say it's supercardioid or maybe hypercardioid. But what it means is it really focuses on your voice and nothing else. A lot of people use them on stage because obviously it fights the feedback issue of whoop when you get the mic too close to one of the big loud speakers. So yeah, something like that. Ideal, Izabela. Ideal.
There you go. Yeah, I know. You have a drawer full of microphones.
I do have a fair few. Not as many as I'd like, but I'm working on it.
You are working on it. Perhaps next week, on next week's show, when we reach those 100 likes, we can reveal Mike's drawer of microphones. But I wanted to also give a shout out to Jonathan Deal, who's watching us on LinkedIn. So hello to you, Jonathan. I know you've posted a few comments, so just wanted to say hello and happy Easter to you too.
Absolutely. Sure, SM7B, I've heard great things. I have tested it a few times, not in great depth, but I know a lot of podcasters use that one. It's very forgiving. And actually, I will say, let me just get it.
Mm-hmm. He's getting it.
This one. Now, this is not a dynamic mic. This is the AKG P120. I've been using this to shoot a few videos recently instead of the 414. Now, the funny thing is, the 414, this one, is 10 times more expensive than that one, but I don't notice that much of a difference.
Oh, wow.
And this one is a condenser microphone, but even in a room that's not well treated, I think this mic sounds awesome. Like, this is like around $99. The P120 is like one of the best all-rounder mics I've ever found so far. And I've tested a lot of mics. Obviously, I like this microphone. And, you could argue, yes, it's got slightly better sound quality and it's got different polar patterns on. But if you want an all-rounder with not too many confusing knobs on the front, the P120 for me, like I say, I've been using it. I even thought recently, because I've just pulled it off its stand now, this would sit down there. I've thought of using this like this and maybe completely getting rid of this.
Oh, wow. Seriously?
I thought about it because this is good, but the only thing is I'd need to have it on the desk and I could bang the desk and vibrations go through the mic, and that's not a good thing, is it? But
No, that's cool. There you go. But it's good to have options, and I think you have them. And yeah, as you said.
But I like it that much that I would use it. I wouldn't be afraid to use it for videos, Izabela.
There you go. Which
few ideas.
No, that's brilliant, and actually answers the question that Rob's WUK asked, which is what is good microphone for under £150. So there you go. That is a really good answer there.
$99, AKG P120. 20.
There you go.
Amazing. Right, let's go back into this and play.
This is a podcast. This podcast is coming to you from NIP. Another one for me. Join us Monday night for our Monday Night Mayhem audience participation. It is a...
Oh, what's going on?
Join us Monday night for our Monday Night Mayhem audience
Just a little bit of stumbling towards the end there.
Last one for you.
Last one. Okay, cool. So we're getting there. Okay, so that's going to be 3 jingles, not 2. Sorry. Let's pop them together. Oh, I love those short little snaps. Let's do a short, snappy one.
Oh. Can I just say, as I've been watching the comments coming in, and a lot of people are now tuning in and asking, so how do I get that free jingle? So you are a little bit too late to submit a script for this week, but don't worry, we will be back next week. There is still plenty for you to learn here during the show,
yes.
So stick around with us, even though it's too late to get a jingle now, but don't worry, as I said, we're back next week anyway.
Yeah, come back every week at this time. We're here. We never go anywhere.
Yeah.
We're here.
This podcast is coming to you from NIP.
Hang on, let's just change that because that wasn't good.
This is coming to you from
NIP.
There we go. We can use those whooshes and transitions nicely.
Join us Monday night for our Monday Night Mayhem.
Monday Night Mayhem. Zoop.
Mayhem. Audience participation is a must.
And then finally over here, we have got this one.
That's so suitable for this. Are you on a lockdown and going bonkers? Then tune into Blind Cafe Radio for great music and fun.
And that's where we need to throw in this, and that's going to go up like that.
Fun to make you...
Are you on a lockdown? That's a really appropriate effect, like you're saying.
To make you feel better.
To make you feel better. And then we're going to really make this good.
Blind Cafe Radio.
The station that raises Cain.
Boom. The station that raises Cain.
Very, very nice. Boom. Oh my goodness. Look at that multi-track. Look at that multi-track. That's insane. I'm just going to do one for the Insta. And in fact, accidentally, I hit this hotkey. And sometimes people hit this hotkey in audition. They're like, what just happened? I hit the tilde hotkey, the squiggly one. Oh, yeah. And what it does is it puts into focus whatever screen you're touching. So if I wanted to focus on my files panel, I could just hit the tilde, look, and I can see all my files. I can go onto the media browser, hit the tilde key, boom. I can see all of these sound effects in great detail. It's good if I'm searching for something. And then I can go to my session here, tilde key, and boom, it takes up the whole screen. And then I can just grab my phone and let's do this. I'll post it on @iMikeRussell. Oh, that's an interesting angle. Yes, let's use that. There we go. Okay, taking a photo. That's all done. I'm going to mix down this multi-track session now so it's all ready to upload so you can download it after the show and grab your jingle. It is mixing down now. I'm going to hand over to the wonderful and beautiful Izabela Russell here in the lockdown studios on the Isle of Wight.
Play me a jingle. Come on, play me a jingle. Give me like some. I need to have ask me anything.
You need to get your own Izabela jingle. We need to get on that. This is Ask Me Anything with Izabela, something like that.
Yeah.
Yes, but anyway.
I need to come up with a good script. If you've got some ideas, let me know. Yeah.
Yes.
Come on, give me a jingle.
Until then.
This is Mike Russell.
No,
oh, sorry.
come on, seriously.
Sorry, not that one then.
Wrong jingle. Go on, give me something.
Let's find one with music, radio, creative. You just want a jingle like this?
Wow, wow,
Yeah,
wow. Mike and Izzy are live right now. Ooh, wow, wow, wow. Free Jingle Friday. Don't miss it. Oh,
Cool. Over to you, Iz.
Over to me. So it's
Take it away, great mate.
It's Ask Me Anything. So post your question right now. If you want to ask me something, it's Ask Me Anything. And it literally could be anything. Before I start reading your questions, as I can see there are quite a few coming in, a couple of reminders. So first of all, if you enjoyed Mike's work on Inside Adobe Audition and you could see that he's whizzing through all the different tracks and doing all sorts of funny things, and you would like to produce like that, head on over to mrc.fm/presets. You can get those those presets he's using today on the show, and you can produce like Mike. It's that simple. mrc.fm/presets. Now, let's turn into your questions. Dun, dun, dun. So first one is from Michael Suchowski, who says, how about interviewing your sister and showcasing her artwork? Now, for anybody who doesn't know, when you go to Music Radio Creative and you look for voices, they all have different cartoons. So my sister is the artist who's made all of those cartoons. She spends on average 3 to 4 hours per cartoon. So it's not a software generating those images. It's my sister actually just kind of painting in an iPad, if that makes sense. So she's got this like special pen, and she works in specific software, and she draws the picture. Essentially, it's amazing. The work she does is absolutely amazing. And I will consider bringing her onto the show one week. If she's very shy, she's like a really shy person, so I don't know whether she will be keen to do it. She will probably go totally red on her face and not know what to say. But she's extremely talented, and I will at the very least I will ask her to send me some of her different artworks so I can show them. So how about that? Right, GTV is asking that, he's saying, I'm pretty sure that someone named Helen was at MRC and did some voiceovers. Where is she now at? She's no longer at MRC, simply she now works at, I guess she takes work with a certain minimum in mind. So she's only taking on larger projects. So we no longer have Helen on our website, as we try to deliver audio, obviously, to anybody big or small out there on the internet. Rob's W says, what mic do you use? It is the AKG P420. I keep forgetting what it is, but it's great. I really like my microphone. Right, let's have a look. Vince is asking whether I've ever been to Chicago. No, I've never been to Chicago. I would love to visit. I heard a lot of good things, obviously. Right now, going anywhere is kind of a bit tough, so probably won't happen for a while. Let's have a quick look. Scott's got a good question. Izabela, who is the best cook in your house? What do you think? Yep. It's me. Of course it's me. Although I must say, I do enjoy when Mike does cooking from time to time. I do, I do majority of it, and I think I would like to say I do it better. I don't know. I think I do. So hopefully he hasn't heard that. Right, let's have a quick look. What else? Mike. No, this is for Mike. How many mic drawers do you have, Mike? Oh gosh, he has a lot. Every drawer he has a microphone in it. So kind of. Ooh.
I don't want to interrupt. I'll let you get back to your flow. But I thought, seeing as I set the little question up, I should probably answer with what it is for me, my YouTube front page suggestion. So just as I took a little break while you were doing Ask Me Anything, I went onto the front page, and look, for me, it is Eurovision Home Concerts Episode 2. Oh, nice. And it's premiering in just under an hour from now. So, yeah, I'm a Eurovision fan. I can't hide that. Back to you anyway.
Thank you. So you are cheating. You are not supposed to be listening to this.
Yeah. What? Oh, shall I go?
No, you can stay. Of course you can stay. I'm not going to chuck you out of the studio. CO9 asks, what does CHR stand for? It stands for Contemporary Hits Radio. So it's kind of like, middle of the road, kind of, hits everybody likes kind of stuff. So... all right. You two could be washing dishes and I would be entertained. Thank you. I'm glad to hear it. Okay. Let's have a quick look. What other questions have you got in here? Okay. Mark is asking, saying, Happy Easter do you have any advice for starting a professional community podcast? Equipment, requirements, editing, publishing, etc. And what would you recommend always having a host for consistency? Okay, so professional community podcast. Right, so first of all, start with equipment. Get the best you can for the money you have for it. So don't try to shortchange yourself in choosing the microphone. The general rule of thumb is the more you spend, the better quality you will get. So don't save necessarily on the microphone. Spend essentially the most you can on the microphone. Don't shortchange yourself. I would say definitely try and get at least like a tiny audio interface. Like Notepad is really good. I've worked with a Notepad for quite some time. Fantastic. And a microphone that's not a USB microphone is a bonus. So start there. I would also say, editing and publishing. You can do majority of editing yourself. Publishing, Anchor, free, or Spreaker if you wanted a little bit more there. Editing, if you record it well, you won't need much editing. So think of it ahead of the time, because that can save you a lot of money later on. Make sure to have an intro, at least an intro music. You don't have to start with a full-blown recorded intro, or come into Free Jingle Friday. We will make one for you. And would you recommend always having a host for consistency? I'm guessing you mean having the same host for consistency. It doesn't have to be the same host, but I guess consistency is important. So make sure the show is on every Tuesday or every Friday or whatever, so that the people can expect to see it. Right, let's have a quick look further on. Let's have a quick look. We've got that one already. Dennis is asking, were you born in Poland and where? I was born in Poland, and it was in Łódź, so central Poland. And I moved to the UK in 2007, so 13 years ago. All right, Stuart is asking, which of these is your favorite Isle of Wight beach? Welcome Beach, I don't know where that one is. Steep Hill Cove, I like that one. Binnell Bay, I don't think I've ever been to. Gurnard Beach, nice one. Again, St. Helens Beach, yes. Sandown Beach, not so much. Brightstone Bay, Shanklin Beach. Okay, out of all of those, I would say Gurnard, St. Helens, and Steep Hill Cove would be my top 3. All right. How do you become a voiceover artist for MRC? Paul is asking. You've got to apply. So send your demo over to help@musicradiocreative.com. We only take people who have been doing it professionally for some time. So you've got to have quality equipment at home, and you've got to be able to deliver a variety of different styles. So not just radio liners, but also commercials, podcast jingles, and all sorts of other things. So experience is important, and quality as well. What else have we got here? I will take one more, and I think Mike is ready to come back. DJ Pirangs is asking, are you religious? And if yes, what religion denomination do you guys follow? Neither of us are super religious, as in we don't actively go to church. I was born Catholic Christian. Mike is born Protestant Christian. Do you even say it's a Christian? Yeah.
Church of England.
Church of England. There you go. But neither of us follow actively religion. I guess we. I don't know. I guess it's not because we don't believe. It's not like that. We do respect religion. We respect people who follow religion actively as well. It's just for us, I guess it's a matter of believing in the higher power and practicing more at home and at heart than in the building, if that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know. That's a real tough one to answer as well.
It is.
So well done for tackling that one. Never talk about money, politics, or religion. But well done. You handled it well.
It is important to be, and I know religion is important to many people, and I do respect that. And I especially feel like in times we are here right now, religion is probably more important to some people now than it was before, because it helps people get through tough times.
No, you're absolutely right.
So I really respect that. I think the religion can be very helpful in kind of tackling in difficult situations. And, you've specifically asked whether we follow any religion, not specifically, other than believing in the higher power in the universe and kind of, the power
Absolutely.
of good and
but also I'd say we probably take our favorite bits and pieces from the different religions. So for instance, I will from time to time I will say a prayer and I will ask for something, but it doesn't necessarily have to be, a Christian prayer or a Catholic prayer or, anything like that. I'm saying a prayer to a higher power. Or, sometimes I meditate a lot, so I take a lot from Buddhist books and suggestions there. So just a little bit of everything. And I think it's just to respect, we're all world citizens. We're all part of a big global audio family, as I call it. And, you just do what works for you, really, don't you?
You certainly do. And, I was just going to expand to that I am a firm believer that different religions are created kind of almost coincidentally throughout the ages, as in, location has dictated specific religions to pop up. Like, in Poland, we say we are Catholics, but in England, your Church of England, and it's all just because a guy once wanted to remarry somebody. And so many kind of misunderstandings and conflicts grew out of this. It's absolutely crazy. So I do like to think that religion in no way means should label you in any way, if that makes sense.
Absolutely.
So as you said, we are all human beings, part of the same worldwide family, and that is what matters. So
that's what matters.
Yeah.
Right. Let's. Are you done, Izabela? You. That was a really, really cool Ask Me Anything with Izabela this week.
Yeah, I know. Well,
Yeah.
DJP Rank says that I've only asked because you talked about Lent and giving up stuff. And yes, so our children, when they go to school, they go to Church of England school, but they do have religion classes that sort of incorporate all different
And here in the UK, in case you hadn't noticed, we tend to follow a kind of Christian calendar here. So.
Yeah, that's it. So we try to get the kids into, understanding different parts of the religions, and when we talked about Lent, we explained to children also that, in other religions, for example, Ramadan is important and how that goes with, giving up things and doing or not doing specific things.
And I do think, Ramadan and also Lent, and in terms of fasting, I think there's something to be said about fasting. So as Vince has said in the chat, so you're spiritual then. Yeah, I think there is a lot to be said for doing these spiritual practices, but not necessarily under the umbrella or under the, brand of one certain, I'm doing this or I'm doing that. It's like sometimes it's good to pray. Sometimes it's good to meditate. Sometimes it's great to fast. Sometimes it's good to be a little bit stoic and, wonder, just sit there and let things happen around you and imagine the worst situation you could possibly get yourself into and say, is this what I fear the most kind of thing?
Yeah.
And right now, in terms of lockdown for all of us right now in this global audio family that we are around the world, we are experiencing now one great, massive event that is bringing us into this kind of stage of, essentially having to face something. You can't get away from what's happening now. And I find that quite interesting.
There you go. And I think Louis Rivera has summed it up. He says, Mike's prayer, Lord, please allow me to purchase the new shiny AKG microphone.
It's the simple things, isn't it? At the end of
Simple things.
Simple things.
Right, I think we ought to record the rest of those jingles. So now we have a list of, let's have a look. I have pruned them a little bit. I prune them every week, just so you know, because we do say it's one submission per person, please. So as much as possible, I try to look through those, but please make my work easier and just submit one every week. But today we have 167 scripts to get through, and I do think that that's probably one of the largest submissions. So just to compare, last week we had 123. The week before that we had 111, and the week before that we had 102. So it's kind of a bit of a record, really.
Yeah, we're gonna rifle through these, aren't we?
Yeah, and before that it was 76. So today there are quite a few we need to get through.
Going up, but don't worry, we'll level up that submission process in the coming weeks. Just wanted to read this, Izabela. I thought it was really nice. Marek says, Izabela, I really appreciate your authentic way of being. You're doing really good job in interacting with the community.
Oh, thank you so much, Marek. That's really, really kind. Really appreciate that.
All right, we better crack on now. So I'm going to start recording.
Let me just get those bigger so that I can see.
We'll get into this, starting with Izabela Russell.
All right. I should probably have a little. I've been talking for the last
I know, you need some water, don't you? Oh, you got some. Cool.
Yeah, I'm good. Because otherwise I will lose my voice. It's 167 scripts to get through. So
let's do this.
Let's do this. Let's do this live. SJC Radio, live from NBH. Coming up next on SJC Radio, the latest news. Keep listening. Your coronavirus update is next on SJC Radio. You're listening to Tom Russell on SJC Radio, your community radio station, SJC Radio. Clear the decks and get ready. It's the Joe Osborne Radio Show.
God sent out his word and healed them, snatching them from the door of death. David Abai, I'm going to try and get this right. Abioi. Keep going.
You have been listening to the magical, mystical music show with your host, Uncle Vince, playing the greatest old school and dusties music in the universe. Every Friday and Saturday night, 9 p.m. Central Time on Spreaker.com. Have a great and safe evening. Good night.
You're with John Russell on Tank FM.
Okay, McFerrin. Surname is pronounced McFerrin. McFerrin. Okay. Sam McFerrin on Belfast 89 FM.
Next one.
Yourburn Radio wishes you a happy Easter.
Okay, and then the next one after that one.
Hang on.
It's the same.
Yeah.
Yep.
Playing the very best of the noughties. Custom Sound Radio Show. Welcome along to Patrick DJ P's Mini Mix, where you are invited to sit back, relax, and enjoy the music.
One for Mr. Clive.
You're listening to New Dance Anthems with CJ on Forth Valley Radio.
Cab NL Cosplayers Against Bullying Netherlands live on Facebook and YouTube.
Lock the door, take the phone off the hook, and turn up the volume. Here comes
Fascinating facts, factuous findings, and an array of lists with Ian Meridan.
all your favorite golden songs. And this is the Abundant Life podcast with Paul Jamison.
And now, time for more awesome 80s with Andy Andrews. Good times, great songs on 107.4 Tempo FM.
Happy holidays from the staff at Easy Radio. One thing quarantine taught us is to appreciate the time we get to spend with others. We appreciate you for spending time with us via all our digital platforms. Stay safe and keep those hands washed all times. Stay safe and keep those hands washed at all times. From the UCC Rosalane admin team.
The A to Z of music. Get involved and send your 26 songs. That's the first name, artist or song title to our Facebook page, Devon Music Radio. It's fun. It's your show.
Barry's online marketing podcast, bringing you news, tips, and reviews. Wings Like Eagles Radio, broadcasting around the world with Christian programs in Mandarin and English.
A new hour starts with the best rock ever, Radio Rock, with Leon and the Feenies in your front garden. You are in the mix with DJ Joachim, The Conqueror, Blue Max Entertainment. You are now listening to Overflow Mixtape Series. Excuse me? Cab? Can you let me past? Who am I? I'm with the DJ, Dan Morgan. DJ Arms House live.
You are watching The Drunken Corner with your hosts, Pineapple Mike and Coconut John. Cheers!
You listening to DJ Raz Lion.
The biggest hits, the biggest throwbacks.
Mr. Clive.
For the best printing quality, please call username Prince at 0803 058 3628.
You're listening to The Breakfast Show on Outward Radio with Stuart Winder. It's true, he does have a face for radio. All the best music live right here on Outward Radio.
I think it's wind as in wind, as in wind up.
Pronounce
Winder.
Okay, Let's do it again. You're listening to The Breakfast Show on Outwind Radio with Stuart Winder. Oh, Outward Radio. Okay. You're listening to The Breakfast Show on Outward Radio with Stuart Winder. It's true, he does have a face for radio. All the best music live right here on Outward Radio.
Text the studio on 07842 069 937 East Lancs Radio. Don't forget to follow DJ Paloma on Facebook and on Twitter at DJ Paloma GH and on Instagram at gh.djpaloma.
In the mix, it's DJ Michael Evans.
A1 Mobile Auto Detail.
Skipping over the next one. Welcome to Reload Chart. Every weekend, only on Radio Reload. Your favourite songs from the last week. Reload Chart. Stay tuned now. Waking the fun up every Saturday morning with Craig Tate. And now, this week's Power Play on Radio Rock Revolution.
Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Podcast Radio Jamal FM. New episode every Tuesday on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and Anchor.
You're in tune to The Breakfast Show with DJ Proud on various radio station online.
Is it DJ Trispy or Crispy? And right, DJ Crispy is VJ Crispy in the mix on the Conduit Live, on the Conduit.live. DJ Trispy in the mix on the Conduit.live.
Streaming live from Trinidad and Tobago, 24/7, Global FM Reggae Radio on.
Back to the 90s.
You are listening to Corporate Vibes on 103.5 Tembo FM, where we play the music that takes you back in time. The Corporate Vibes. I'm going to do the first bit of that because I'll do the whole thing. Calderdale Live, a concert in your living room, raising money for the Community Foundation for Calderdale Resilience Fund in response to the coronavirus. 9 fantastic local artists: Lizzie Jones, MBE, Britain's Got Talent comedian Jack Carroll, Tom Milner, Roger Davies, Josh Benson, Callum Butterworth, Molly Gaskell, Simon Conway, and your host, Neil Hurst. Watch live on Calderdale Council's Facebook and Twitter this Thursday from 6 p.m. This is Widmer Waves.
You are now tuning into DJ Arms House live.
NKL, NKL, NKL. Yeah, NKL, NKL. Yeah, it's so true.
Sorry, couldn't help it. You're listening to Wigtown Community Radio with Kenny Barr, taking the distance out of social.
Share Scott Levers in the mix. Blasting up the party, this is DJ JT. You are listening to the Race to 100. Ready, steady, go. It's the Race to 100 with Man Like Ashley. With Man Like Ashley.
If it's good music, then it's Sky Radio 93.8 FM. Lead us today.
Crunchy FM is here for you during these tough times, playing music 24/7. If you're finding things difficult during COVID-19, please reach out to Beyond Blue on 1-800-512-348 or visit the website. Playing all your favorite hits right here on Northeast Internet Radio.
You are listening to Liam Kennedy and Tom Makepeace live on air, online and on your mobile 24 hours a day.
A new sound, a new DJ at Radio Flashback. Here is the Frisian legend, DJ Wilkie live.
Happy Easter to all from Reeve Lebanon Radio. Your head teacher, Mrs. Mary.
With more music power, this is Power Plant.
You are listening to the sound of DJ Snow.
The internet's #1 choice for classic soul and gospel, Classic Soul Unlimited.
You should definitely come along and give the Boys Brigade a try. You will love it. This is HU1 Radio, your student radio station.
playing the greatest hits of the 60s, 70s, and 80s. Denny Wojtek on WMCE, Erie, Pennsylvania.
I don't know about you, Izabela, at about the 100 mark, I think we're going to have to cap it this week because otherwise it's getting a bit too long. We've already been recording 10 minutes.
Okay.
If you're okay with that. So, yes, there has been absolutely insane demand. But like I say, I think we're going to be leveling up our submission form in the coming weeks. What we might actually do, to be fair to everyone, we might actually cap the free jingles to a certain amount of words or a certain amount of characters, because some of them are turning into full promos.
I know.
And it's so we just, otherwise we just don't manage to fit everything.
All right, hang on.
Okay, so...
That's me again.
Yeah, go.
Live from Desire Nightclub in the heart of Ballock, Davey Watt, mixing up the biggest club anthems.
Stay home, stop the spread, stay healthy. Hits 24/7. You're listening to Dan at Hot Topic Radio, giving you the chance to debate the hottest topics in your local area. You're listening to The Complete Mystery Show with Scott O'Hare on Scene Radio and across the big radio network. I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night because Party Positive is in the house.
Best music here at Radio 1.
You are listening to the Wellness Show podcast. This is a podcast we discuss about health conditions, wellness, and how to stay healthy. And it's that time of the week with your favorite host, Nurse Sarah. And another one. Healthcare workers, first responders, all of you who keep our nation running while we shelter in place. We salute you today and every day here on Jukebox 92.7. Thanks for listening. My Jericho presents the Virtual Town Hall. Last one for you is?
Satellite FM Paris, the fantastic sound. Oh, gosh.
And we know that there were many more scripts this week. It went a bit nuts, and I think some people submitted more than one script, which unfortunately padded out the scripts. And also we had some that were very, very, very long. So yes, it has kind of overloaded us this week. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but we're going to make sure it's fair to everyone. So we will be updating things in the future to make it better, Izabela.
We certainly will, and we will do our very best, as Mike said, to keep it as fair as possible. So
but thank you so much for joining us. It's been really, really cool. We've had such a great time on this live stream, and it's Easter weekend. It's Good Friday today, so I hope you enjoy yourself and have fun. Izabela, any last words?
Just have a lovely Easter, really. Enjoy Easter. Stay home, stay safe, and don't forget to wash your hands.
Yep, if you want to know more about dynamic mics, watch my video on the SEV7 and subscribe to this channel. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.